in 5,
4,
3,
2,
1.
Speeding fast, I am the downhill king.
The Gnar Couch.
The people are pretending they're smart, but they're actually really stupid.
You know, I hear that intro and I think to myself, wow, this show's going to suck. Because that's what it used to be.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you heard that, you knew, fucking change the channel. This is going to be terrible.
It's going to be horrible.
But it's not. It's going to be really good tonight. We've been wanting to do this one for a long, long time. We had a slot this week where we had no guests. And so we're going to do a history of Gnar Couch. Something we've been talking about doing for 6 months or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just kind of been brought up. And I'm excited to do it. There's been a lot of people who've been with us since the very beginning. And some of them are in the Zoom room tonight that we haven't seen in months, which is crazy cool.
Yeah, and Drugless was in, and he took off. He must have had something to do, but it's all good.
Okay. Yeah, he's one of the OGs, though, with his hairy chest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and his, what was his saying?
Don't let your meatloaf.
He had like a tagline.
and when he signs off, love you from behind.
Oh, yeah, I love saying that to people to this day.
And his other one was baloney tits.
Baloney tits.
Baloney tits. Oh, fuck, I think I have that.
Why, because he has baloney tits or what?
I mean, anyone worth looking at has baloney tits.
That's true.
You got it in there?
I'm trying to find it. It's in here somewhere.
Do you have like a whole thing of drugless cuts?
I have a whole thing of nard drops, but I don't know.
Save those for later for sure.
Oh, it's in here somewhere. I'll find it.
Do you guys remember the first time you came across anything Gnar Couch related from the outside? Like, before we were all hanging out?
I do.
Yeah, what was it?
It was one of your early Narticles.
Oh, yeah? Which one?
And it was in the Enthusiast of Utah page.
We got kicked out of there pretty quick.
Yeah. I was like, hey, what's this?
I would go in and spam 20 different Facebook mountain bike groups with every article that we had. And
I think that was the first time I came across it too, because I got halfway through it and then realized it was bullshit. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Well, do you remember what the headlines were on them?
I like baloney tits.
I don't remember. I'd have to get on our homepage and go way back.
And look through them.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the Kickstand podcast and listening to it and then texting you saying, dude, you guys did a really good job. Kickstand's great. And then I remember the article that was low-key written about me by Sponge about the the shuttle truck, the Tacoma shuttle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Loosely based on.
Yeah.
On Rob himself.
Loosely.
I mean, sounds accurate. Was it about you not using your Tacoma to shuttle?
No, it was not using it was about not using my tailgate pad and using my rack or something. I can't remember. It was an old one.
Oh, right. A truck with a.
So not using your truck bed because it's too small.
No, because it was 6-foot bed. Not wide enough, though.
It's not deep enough.
Well, there is a time and a place for the rack with the tailgate pad, and that's like when we went to Jackson last week. We carried more bikes that way, so that makes sense.
I mean, unless you have a truck like mine that's actually a truck, you can't fit enough people to go along with the bikes.
Right.
You stack.
I think we did 9 once in a long bed.
We did 10 or 11 in mine. We've had 2 bikes
Just
on
people
top of my
hanging,
tent.
like in India.
And then we had 5 people in the back of the truck. It was intense.
Sounds like a bountiful Saturday.
It was in Virgin.
I think the ones that got the most hits when we first started doing the Narticles were probably the one that we did about Colorado. Mm-hmm. And people selling their bikes to buy weed, which really pissed people off. And then I don't know, as I look back on them, you can tell these were all written during the Karen family hike. That one got a lot of attention.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you remember that one at all.
I don't think I do.
That one was about a Karen being mad because she's hiking up a mountain biking downhill only trail.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Something about a juice box.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
A juice box.
A Jews box?
Yeah. And definitely... Oh, man. Strawberry. I'm just looking back at the old ones. Portland mountain biker mistaken for pedophile. That's when mustaches were first becoming a thing. Now everyone has them. Yeah. bike park coming to Skinwalker Ranch. There's a bunch of, if you haven't ever looked at them, like go to Gnar Couch and just click on the articles and take a look around. But that's where it all originated. I think that was probably around 2019 when we started releasing those. And the whole thing, like, it really started after I became a mountain biker in Bloomington, Illinois, and then Jackson Hole, because I quickly found out that I did not like riding with anyone there. Like, they just weren't. I'm like a skateboarder at heart, like old school skateboarder at heart, from like the, like 90s and 2000s.
I think that's why I get along with you guys so well, is because, like, literally earlier this week or over the weekend, I remember just seeing some mountain biking stuff, and I was like, fuck, I hate mountain bikers.
Right, yeah.
It was that douchebag that keeps...
Yeah, I don't like him. And he does the ski bikes. He rides the ski trikes and tries to like convince everybody that they're better. He's like riding underground trails.
Oh yeah.
And
Is
then
that
he's
the guy
like
I showed you
posting
guys
about
to?
him. Yeah, same guy.
Oh, fuck that guy.
But he was like riding underground trails up in
PC.
up big. No, this was earlier in the week too. He was up in big doing it too.
Okay.
And just like, oh my God, this is, I don't even know how, I'm going to go get my bike. I have 3 minutes. And he's like running to get his bike. And it's just like, dude, you can't even ride that to do it justice. You fucking suck. All you do this for is to do videos because you think you get attention.
Hey, he's talking about that one that you posted in the chat today?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Well, the trigger was he did some roll in Southern Utah and cried about it.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Like literally started fucking crying.
I
Like,
don't get that.
Oh yeah. That was that same guy.
Sorry that the emotions are getting sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm so
and it was
emotional.
the most basic bullshit fucking roll
And it's
I've
not
ever
even that
seen.
big.
We were laughing because like I did that on my 140 e-bike.
Yeah. I'd have done it on my fucking BMX bike. Like, get over yourself.
Now the route that Danny Mac takes on that is legitimately insane. He takes a different side.
He's fucking
I haven't
nutty.
seen
though.
that.
Yeah.
Something you'd look at and not even think about riding a bike.
Not
down.
at all. He's fucking nuts though, as we all know. He's been on this show at least once, maybe twice, 3 times. I don't know.
He got back on a bike the other day
That's
for the
great
first
to
time
see.
in 6 years.
Yeah, what parts of his body
I
work?
don't know. I thought he was riding like a few months ago, right?
He rides once in a while.
Yeah,
He did
once every few months.
a video.
He's one of those dudes who had like million view videos.
He did. It was the Braga drop.
Yeah, when you
what
huck
it was.
yourself 70 feet off a cliff and almost die.
That's every
It'll
clip
get some
with
views.
him.
Yeah.
I was talking to 15-7 Hayden this weekend about that, actually. He brought it up and talking about how Braga's mechanic, who we actually had in the show once, was talking to Braga about it, and it was like, Braga was like sad that he hit it.
He was sad that he hit
he was
it?
sad that he hit it.
Don't leave it in virgin.
Right? And that's the thing, like...
Sad that he was sad. Go hit something bigger. You pussy, if you...
Hayden was trying to explain to Gavin that all those locals do what they want because it's public land.
Yeah, it's weird.
And they go up and clean up the drop or whatever, but like, it's like the battleship thing with Lou and fucking Brendog and like all them complaining about it. It's fucking public land. Deal with it.
Well, and oh no, somebody's as good as you. They just aren't as popular. Oh my God. How dare somebody be as good as you on a bike?
Right.
Go get better then.
Everywhere I look, there's a new dude who's as good as some pro.
It's fucking crazy.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't-
small sport is getting big and overrun. There's
Yeah. The whole thing was like born out of spite, basically, because I was in a weird place. Like, I don't know. I was just feeling angry at the world too. So that's where Gnar Couch started, is just like that website. And so there was this literal actual couch that was really gnarly that was up at the I Street Bike Park, and it was there for like a year or two.
Yeah.
Just sitting there.
And it moved around a little.
Did it move on its own?
That's why I thought it was alive. If we gave it eyes and a mouth.
It was at the top of the step up, and sometimes it was somewhere else.
I swear I went there once while that was there, but I've had times where I haven't gone ice.
I found a picture of it that I took that I sent to SMD to make the logo. I was like, here's what the couch looks like. Can you do something similar but kind of make it look alive? Which I believe the couch actually was alive. I don't think that it got destroyed or taken away by Parks and Rec. I think it just walked off.
Yeah, it was impregnated by hobo semen until it was born.
How many semen tails walked it off like a centipede? It was like a millipede full of semen tails.
They just never dried out, so they stayed alive the whole
Those
time.
rich people up at Ice Tree were like, what the fuck?
It was probably like 10 of those Jerusalem crickets they have at
Oh,
Ice
I
Tree.
hate those things.
They look like mutant ants.
Yeah, they're all bulbous and they're rampant up there.
They're harmless, but
Yeah, but they look like complete aliens.
yeah.
Yeah, and they are like, there's a bunch of them at the bike park up there.
Wonder how many dogs it ate on its way out.
All of them.
Yeah, knocked on a couple of mansion doors.
That
asked
was,
if it could
remember,
shit.
like we talked about one time, the people
Can
up
I
by,
use your shitter?
you know, who they get their dogs and then they let them run loose in the mountains and they're like, Fluffy!
Especially like little chihuahuas and
Yeah.
Maltese dogs.
Fucking cum couch ate them.
Fluffy's gone.
Fluffy is long gone.
That couch? That's like a homeless person's nightmare.
Could you imagine being a homeless person's nightmare in this town?
That's pretty bad. I see a lot of homeless people on the daily.
I remember one thing you said about me about why you started this. Like, this was a long time ago because we had a whole discussion like shortly after I joined. And you mentioned something about dirtbags that are really nice people.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know there's more because you hadn't found a lot of people like you.
Right.
And you're like, I know there's more people out there like me and I need to find them and this is the way I'm going to do it.
Yeah. And it worked. You know, we'd go to like Trestle.
Yeah.
And then 60 people who are just like us would show up. Well, 40 people who are just like us and 20 retards.
I mean, I feel like that's still in an us category.
And there's some memories about that we can talk about today too.
Yeah. And like, I saw the couch and originally I had this thing that I called Utah Gravity that I never like really like chased down. And it was like just this idea. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try and like hash it out a little more before I make it a thing. But I couldn't find like nothing embodied the vibe. Like when I looked at that couch one day and I was like, this is what it is. Like, this is all my trips to Louisville as a skateboarder and all my trips to downtown St. Louis, like ollieing over bum legs and like, you know, all the just gritty, nasty, weird shit we did when we were skateboarding, except now we're doing it on a bike and we have dirt and I knew those people were out there and I was just talking to Tom Brooks today. He's one of those people, right? And like, he's one of those people I ran into. I was like, this is that guy. And I knew that, like you said, it was out there. Just what embodies that? And so this couch that we were calling the Gnar Couch that had shred till bed spray painted on the back of it. That's what it says.
Oh, that's where
that came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I took pictures of the front and the back, and on the back it says shred till bed. And there's a funny story that goes along with that because there's this dude who wrote this book called Shred Till Bed, and he was using that as a hashtag on Instagram and Facebook and wherever until we came along and started talking about cum all the time.
Isn't it a child's book?
It is, yeah.
And so he stopped using the hashtag for his own book.
That's unfortunate.
But the Shred Till Bed is a great book for your kids if you have some.
And it was like,
Don't look up the hashtag.
Don't look up the hashtag.
Kids Ride Shotgun is who published it. Actually, I think they were part of that. And since we're going a little old school, I'm gonna throw something in here that we used to do all the time that we don't really do anymore, but we still do. But there's never music to it.
What is it? Oh, you want to do intros right now?
Well, I mean, if we're gonna throw it back,
we don't really do anymore, but we still do.
Yeah, let's bring back this song. And YouTube will shut us down the first time we post it.
Fuck! I forgot all about that. Well,
fade it out. Fade it out. Okay, there we got it. Just pipe it down a little bit. Yeah, the group here that has been assembled, as you guys know now, is over there. Our producer / cackler. That's Boston Rob.
You know I love that tuna can.
Why is it so quiet?
oh, it's a bad drop. I think. Oh, you know why? Because
blame it on the drop.
No, you know what it is. I'll just end this so we don't get a copyright strike, and then I'll turn this up so I can actually play a drop now.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, I had to because it's connected to the same thing.
But we don't want Alan Parsons Project suing us.
He's one hand under the table, one hand on his iPad.
Well, you know, I mean, but
Over there working some magic.
if we're gonna do this, I've been doing a lot of this lately because it's been nice out.
I regularly walk around my backyard naked.
That's good.
Yeah.
And then the silent one over there who's actually talking tonight is Jimmy Sniper.
If someone flips me off, I just laugh.
And next to me is JP, who has two unfortunate nicknames right now. The first one being Uncle Touchy and the second one being Cum Dangler.
I'm just going to give a little boof on this bukkake.
And my name is Chief. Getting railed by a fuck machine is empowerment. In fairness, that was a commentary about OnlyFans girls.
I figure if we're going to retire some of this stuff to make it a little more clean, I might as well use the fun ones tonight.
Yeah, so that's kind of where it all actually started, was the website. And the website was actually like crazy because I was talking to Mike Randall soon after I started it. And he was like, this is the one thing you've done that is actually worth doing. He's like, pursue this.
Everything else in your life? No.
It's still pretty accurate.
Yeah. And so, I looked up the hits on it. We were getting 30,000 plus hits a month on our website, which is really good for us as we started. We had like surpassed Lone Wolf at that point, according to Mike Randall. I don't know what Lone Wolf's views were, but I know at that point we were just, but it was real easy then with the way Facebook was set up to spread the message, which quickly changed in around 2019, 2020. I just saw you had something to say.
Oh, no, I was preoccupied by the chat.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to say anything from the chat?
We could rewind a little back to talking about pro riders and other riders just as good. Cougar said difference between pros and good riders is they just figured out how to make it a job.
It's true.
Which
Yeah.
kind of true.
Yeah.
And then go ahead, sorry.
No, that's it.
And then it's like, he also said, make it clean. What?
I don't know that we're making it clean. That's not a good representation of what's going to happen.
It's like cleaning up after you jerk off type of thing. There's still something dirty going on, but
clean.
Maybe the format is cleaning up before you jerk off.
I mean, I'll do that.
But leaving a mess at the end.
That's exactly
for
what it is.
someone else to deal with.
That's exactly what it is.
But you're right. You were right on. I think you're headed in the right direction.
I guess all of the angst and the unfortunate feelings that come afterwards.
Or the shame. Shame.
Yeah,
what did I just do?
It was such a nicely made bed.
Even brushed all the dog hair off.
Yeah, I don't know. And I looked at like Lone Wolf and I was like, I like what they do, but like, not really.
Well, that's what I was going to say is I stopped paying attention to them and started paying attention to you guys.
I feel like they're like Pink
boring.
Bike with black shirts.
Yeah.
It's like, they're cool dudes, but, kind of the same stuff.
But I also feel like they're not honest on their reviews. There's some of them where I'm like, there's no fucking way that that's good. And they're like, oh, yeah, honestly, it's actually really...
That's every review now.
Dude, like I'm just going to bring it up before I forget. The fucking BNB stem or whatever. The B.
Oh, my God.
That thing.
18-inch tall stem. And the dude's like, trust me, it makes it better. And then he like shows you an example and you're like, it's doing the opposite of what you're telling me it's supposed to do.
Like, that doesn't look like it's working.
No.
Such a good stem. He had to design a whole bike to work with it.
A whole bike to work with. It's got the most jank measurements. And then, like, you see him riding, he's just standing upright. He's like, that's what you do on a moto. I'm like, do you ever see somebody racing supercross and they're standing upright? No, you're looking at somebody that's, like, looking at the beach as they're cruising by in third gear. You're not actually riding.
Yeah, I should get one of those for my e-bike to ride around with my kid. It looks comfy.
If you ever put that on your bike and I see it in person, I will throw your bike across the parking lot.
I remember my first time at Whistler, I stopped at a trail junction and some lady had something like that contraption on her bike. And I just looked at it. I was like, the fuck is that?
If you got a broken back or something, sure. But other than that, get out of here. Look at how good I can turn, and he's fucking sliding all over the place.
I love how he only puts like weekend warriors on the bikes.
Oh yeah, no,
and they're like, yeah, it works pretty good.
Anybody that talks shit, he like has this whole paragraph of how it works, and he's got to argue it every single time he posts anything.
That guy uses the handlebar push-up machine too.
Hey, I made one of those.
I did for a while. I took my high rise bars and I would just put nothing under them, and I felt like that would do good because you had to like balance forward them back on them.
Yeah. Just seems like an extra step. You don't
instead
need
of
to
just
take
push-ups. Yeah,
Whatever you got to do push-ups.
Yeah, if that makes you do the push-ups, do that.
that's
Totally. He's right.
It's like those stupid rotatey ones too.
I have those too.
Do you? Do they work? Can't remember
Helps a
who
little.
had
I
them.
think I got them after a broken wrist. I was
Yeah.
like, I need to get some mobility back.
I think that's when I used it. Was after I busted my wrist.
Not to turn into a fitness show, but those can be good for your shoulders. So
yeah.
Depending on what ailments you have.
If you have lady shoulders, that
Right.
they can't
I don't know. I'll
push-ups.
review them on Gnar Couch, and I'll let everyone know.
Honest reviews.
on Fit Couch.
Fit Couch.
I like last week's call about our fit. He's like, "Well, you're doing all your fitness stuff."
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, go back and listen to the Jeff Robertson.
I was gonna say. I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, I fucked that up. Slick House Cougar. So this shows like a latex sealant covered dildo that got dropped in the dirt. It's kind of sketchy, but super hilarious.
If you were gonna throw a dildo on the WNBA court, would you cover it in latex sealant first?
Oh my God.
All those videos.
I will pause the history review right now to say that that's the funniest fucking thing that's happening in the world right now.
It keeps going too. It's
Have
so
you
fucking
seen
good.
Was it you that sent the meme with Caitlin Clark wearing the shirt? That's
Who sent? Somebody sent that to me today too.
That
Who
one was me.
Oh fuck!
Pay us in green dildos.
Well, and the video I saw is just a green dildo hit the deck and everybody like stops. Well, and the funniest part is like just the most blatantly not even trying light jog dribbling down the court, and then you notice a dildo on the court. Like if you were really playing basketball, you wouldn't have noticed that dildo 60 feet away. You would have been actually sprinting while you're dribbling the ball. But then the guy comes out and like kicks it with his foot and then grabs a towel and like throws a towel over it.
Oh man, it almost makes the WNBA watchable. You never know what's gonna happen next.
It was the most I enjoyed watching it ever.
I think it's a conspiracy theory to get viewers.
I really do. I was thinking that today.
Oh, it's somebody from the WNBA.
Yeah,
it's probably
right.
Caitlin Clark up there.
That's why it doesn't just happen at one place, right? It happens at different stadiums, right?
Yeah, it's Angel Reese for sure.
Gotta be.
Who can't shoot for her
I
life?
saw someone say, "What's next?" Someone's got to like bring a wall banger and stick it on the backboard.
What if they're like us and they just have access to this box full of sex toys like we used to? You just see, Rob hasn't lost it in a long time.
Oh my God, that hurts.
There's a jug of water behind you, Rob. 5 gallons.
I know I'd be out there and be like, is that phthalate free?
Sponge trying to say whatever the fuck it is. Always
That's
the
actually in
funniest
my
thing.
show notes.
Oh,
Talking about Sponge not being able to say phthalates.
Phthalates? Is that
Phthalates?
Phthalates?
In my content thing, a brief history of crass, inappropriate, and crazy content. I missed that completely. I missed the entire sex box.
What are flake?
Oh, yeah, I remembered that one for sure.
Yeah,
I remember that one.
I forgot about the sex box until I was looking through my trailer. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And there's porn videos and sex toys. And yeah, Dildo Gate. Eric just pulled up a YouTube video called Dildo Gate. So it really is true.
I think there's more than one Dildo Gate video out there. I'd watch both, though.
That makes me happy.
Yeah, there's more than one deep throat video out there, too.
Yeah,
hey, Cougar says we still owe him a butt plug for that contest.
Well, I know right where to find you.
Oh, my God. I
It's
forgot.
in the mail 6 months later.
That whole thing came about because the dude I used to work for, my program director, he had a deal with Adam and Eve, and he had like 3 boxes full of sex toys that he had never given away after they'd fired him from his job at the rock station. And he just like messaged me out of the blue and he's like, hey, do you want these boxes of sex toys for your podcast? And I was like, I'm sure we can resurrect the the adult toy Price is Right, which was totally not me. That was like his thing that he came up with from them. But
Proud of him.
Making Sponge read the
It was so good.
descriptions was so funny.
We need to so we talked about this today. It's like maybe making this 2-potter and like bringing out some friggin' audio for it next week. This was kind of like something we decided to like at the last minute. But that's like, I wonder if I still have
That's something I remember from the first time I was on was Sponge trying to read the description of the sex toy.
Well, I remember.
I think that's the same time that you guys had a Shiwi and we were going to make our own herpy.
He had a Shiwi. Sponge had a Shiwi in his fucking mic stand.
Wasn't it on his mic?
Yeah, it was on his mic stand. Where did the Shiwi, where did it come from? How did we end up with it? It wasn't in the sex toy
I think a guest might have brought it.
Yeah, because I think it came out of a new package.
The Shiwi? No, because that's way too like functional and nice. Like something you would...
I want to say Chelsea might have brought one.
That was probably it.
That's the surprise episode that both her and Rhino showed up.
So those two showed up, and then there was a Shiwi on the microphone?
I don't remember. I don't remember how it came, but I do. I remember showing up to a show one day, and it was just there.
No insult, but I could see Chelsea not wanting a Shiwi and just free peeing.
Yeah, totally. You can see that.
Maybe that's why she gave it away. She's like, someone gave me
I tried this once. Here you go.
Someone text her and ask her, did you give us the Shiwi? Where did that come from? I don't know where it came from. I just know it ended up on Sponge's microphone.
I most definitely remember it on the microphone.
Yeah. Well, Sponge came to me soon after I started Gnar Couch, and he wanted to learn how to write like that.
Oh, okay.
So that's how Sponge came into the picture.
Well, because his first article was the one about my fucking tailgate.
Yeah. And so he wanted to just do something creative.
Yeah.
Like that. And so we went down to Virgin, and he lied to me about how old he was.
Oh, and then he pissed all over himself.
Yeah, so he told me he's 18, and then so me and him and Devin all went down to Virgin, and that's kind of how we all met up with Sponge. And then he drank for the first time in his life and got shit-faced and pissed all over himself, and then almost froze to death in the desert.
Because all he brought was a pair of pants and a shirt or something like that, right? For the entire weekend.
He smelled so much like piss in the morning that when we went to River Rock, I made him buy a new shirt.
Didn't you
And he didn't have enough money, so I had to help him buy it.
I was like, didn't you help? I was like, did you help him buy it? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
I was like, you are a fucking mess, dude. He's like, I didn't bring any other clothes.
Was he only 18 at the time?
He was 17.
For real?
Yeah, he lied.
You could have gone to prison for multiple things.
Oh yeah, the whole thing was a bad situation. That's why I stayed out of the public eye for so long, just because of how absurd some of the things we were saying and doing were. And they were not congruent with back then. I had a
17-year-old,
a 17-year-old, and I had a very public-facing job at the time.
Yeah, you were doing news spots.
Yeah, I was literally on news channels and stuff, and yeah, so I couldn't have it out there. And then after I got 2 years ago, that all changed.
Yeah.
And I got moved into more of a background job, which I like a lot more. But yeah, that's how Sponge came into being as part of Gnar Couch. And then Jimmy, I'm not really sure. Well, we had just become friends at I Street.
I didn't even know what memes were, but I figured out how to make some, and I just spammed them in the enthusiast group. But then ultimately we met at Deer Valley. I was just up there riding by myself, and we were at the bottom of the lift, and I recognized your bike, so I knew who you were from your posts. I think you were trying to sell the bike. Anyway, we get to the bottom, and I don't know, we're 20 yards away, and you're like, this is fucking awesome. I'm like, yeah.
So you came on to Chief at Deer Valley for the first time.
Yeah.
You did what on Chief?
Was Sponge there?
Came onto him.
Oh, I thought you came on him.
Well, Sponge wasn't there.
He wasn't there
I
that
met
day.
him later.
Yeah.
I hadn't met Jimmy until the first episode.
Really?
I'd never met him.
How did you get involved with the podcast and Sponge? I don't remember talking to you guys about it at all.
We were on, I think the 2 or 3 of us were on a ride and just randomly at the top of a hill. Probably
at sunset. When it was beautiful.
It was probably
holding hands.
What's that hill before you drop into Park City? Crybaby or what do they call it? Anyway, you're pushing our bikes. You're like, do you want to be on a podcast? That sounds like something
hold on a second.
never do.
I think I still have the "You Want to Be on a Fucking Podcast" from fucking Sponge.
That's how we used to literally ask people if they wanted to be on our show. You want to be on a fucking podcast? But yeah,
That's how you booked guests?
Was that like one of those days when we were all riding the lift?
No, it was a shuttle day, I think, because we had to pedal up something.
Oh, you guys were shuttling and cuddling.
Somewhere up by the crest, but I think it was more like Empire.
That makes sense. I was riding Empire a lot around that point.
Good Empire shuttles.
Yeah.
I knew I liked trying to make memes and humor.
Yeah.
Like podcast, sure.
You do have like an eye. Like you're very, like the thing that separates Jimmy from a lot of people is he notices everything.
Yeah. You can see him. If you don't pay attention for a minute and then you look over, he'll be smirking about something.
I'm busy not talking.
He's busy not talking.
Like Chuck Norris, I don't sleep, I wait.
If there's something that's like kind of that I catch, if there's something said, especially if a guest is talking, I'll like slowly look over and Jimmy will already be looking at me smiling.
And then I guess like
fucking podcast.
Play it again.
You want to be on a fucking podcast?
Didn't he call someone and say that?
I don't remember. He just said it. This so like the best drops I ever played were his.
Oh yeah, that guy said so much off the wall shit.
Where's my other favorite one? Oh, is this one?
Cocaine is a snack.
That's nostalgia there, dude.
I got another one.
Talking about piss, so it got me a little excited.
I mean, I could go on for days, and then there's this classic,
Weaponized autism.
and then one more from Nardfest.
If you squeeze the ass cheeks really hard, the erection pops out.
Dude, if Sponge wanted to be a part of the show again, I would not be against the idea.
Absolutely, I fucking love that kid.
Well, I mean, yeah, there is a microphone just sitting right here.
I mean, he's hilarious. We had our falling out, but I have never had like any real animosity toward him.
And he said,
and I told him as much when we had our separation. He was too angry. I don't think he really listened to me. So,
I didn't realize he was that young. He's just a baby boy.
And it's pretty young.
Yeah.
And sometimes you hate your dad when you're young.
And you really were his dad. When the whole thing happened, all the fallout happened, he like about a year later, he sent me a really heartfelt message about that he was sorry for what he said and what he did, and that he really looked up to me. And like, I always liked the kid, and I always try to keep in touch with him. I still text him from time to time, but good kid, and he's in a better place now too.
Wow,
yeah,
you're talking like his dad.
Well, just like yeah,
well, he's not here, so
well, and for somebody to look up to Rob,
right? Yeah, I've had no correspondence with him, nor have I seen him or pictures of him or anything in almost 3 years. But from what Katie has told me and what you guys have told me, he seems to be doing great, which I'm very happy for him.
Yeah, like I said, I
know he's got a kid and stuff. So
I think he just finished his journeyman, which is awesome.
Good. Yeah,
that's big.
That's good. Yeah. So he's. I had nothing but like good expectations for him, and I really don't expect him to. He's smart.
Yeah, he is.
And he'll do whatever he does. He'll do great, and he'll figure things out. That's the thing, man. When you're like 20, 21. Life has been short, and it seems like it's going to be long.
Right.
And when you're 45, life has been long, and it seems like it's going to be short, and it's been short at the same time. I guess it's kind of a mix of.
I think I'm at the point where it's just short on both ends.
I think it's short on both ends, actually. Now that I think about it, yeah,
it's unfortunate.
But yeah, that was like, and then you guys came in. I think the first podcast we ever did, we talked about that guy who was pissed off on the trail.
Oh, right.
He's like, you're not allowed to do that.
Show me the rules.
Yeah. Show me the rules.
Fuck, I have that.
Do you guys
somewhere.
remember that guy?
Yes, I do.
Show me the rules saying you're allowed to do that.
He's chewing out a paralyzed guy on an adaptive bicycle. You're breaking the rules of the park, buddy.
Do it again.
Do it again.
Show me the rules saying that you're allowed to do this.
So this dude's paralyzed, and he's on an adaptive bike.
The 3-wheel adaptive bike.
Yep. And the guy is like pissed.
He's pissed that he's out enjoying the trails. Yep. You're not allowed to enjoy yourself after you've been paralyzed from being in the military. Get out of here.
Like, just do what you're supposed to. Get the fuck out of the way, asshole.
For real.
Best thing was he had a Captain America shirt on.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's right.
I think we made like a whole song and stuff about that too.
He definitely didn't sound like the most hetero man.
No.
No.
It sounded like he bitches about a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Probably drives like a Porsche Boxster.
No, he probably drives a fucking Prius. You know that there was a Prius sitting in the parking lot.
His wife definitely had more tea than him.
So I remember that being the first show, and I think Kickstand was the first guest.
Yep.
And then after Kickstand, it would have been
Lance maybe?
You guys
Ben
had
Voiles.
Lance Armstrong?
Was it?
I think it was Ben Voiles, then Lance, maybe.
Yeah.
Lance might have been a few in.
Sounds right.
But
Ben was definitely number 2.
Yeah. And they were both really good. We were really bad at the time. I do have the old audio, and I've been thinking of just putting that on Patreon. I don't even know that I want it out in the world because it was like, I don't know, not how it is now.
Just preface it with, it was early, it sucks. Listen if you want.
Yeah.
Listen at your own discretion.
I think people will want to listen to it, though.
Yeah, I think chunks.
And there's definitely a group of people out there that have been hankering for the old episodes, and that might get them over to Patreon.
I don't know if I want to be around that group of people. That sounds.
What did you say?
I said then they'll get spankering.
Hankering for a spankering.
Now they're spankering. Yeah, and like I was running all the board at the time, and
that's a lot.
Trying to like manage the flow of everything while running the board, and I was like,
and somehow
we need someone else.
Somehow you probably still didn't fuck up as much as Rob.
That's actually a fact.
Especially at first.
Dude, Rob was so bad at first. But it wasn't that he was bad, he was nervous.
No,
Rob is a nervous wreck. Or like a thing that's not even a thing.
I love seeing him get nervous for no reason. He gets very anxious.
Here's the thing. Anything I do, I like to put everything into. And when I don't know anything, because it was like, all right, I know how to run a DJ board or like this or that, and I was like, I don't know, fuck it, I'm just gonna go after it. And I came the first day, and I was like, well, what do I need to bring with you? Just bring yourself, and we'll figure it out after. And I just talked. And actually, that first episode was the 13th episode, and it was the first thing, my first real contribution to the show was naming our followers.
Oh, so you came up with names.
Yep. I can remember the conversation. It was, Sponge was like, well, I said we should call them idiots. Sponge said we should call them retarded, and I just said, and I said, well, we should just call them nards or something like that.
On the nose.
And then it stuck. Yeah. And then it stuck. I was like, oh, hey.
That night was the first time Rob came to completion in 7 years.
It's the first time since the Blumpkin.
I remember the first time that
we did around what episode did the Blumpkin story appear?
I don't know, but I told Sponge the Blumpkin story the first time on a lift in Deer Valley.
Why would you do that?
Because he asked.
The 17-year-old child.
Did he say tell me about a Blumpkin?
No, he said, what do you have for a story that you could eventually tell on the show? Because you guys were talking to me a little bit before you even started about joining, and then one fateful day, I remember it very well because I was pretty psyched. I was like, because Chief knows my lifelong, honestly, my lifelong dream was to be in radio. I loved it. I did some bit work for a buddy of mine who was in radio, and you talked to me, and I was like, all right, cool, I'll definitely do that. Yes. And he's like, well, tell me some stories that you did dumb shit from back in the day. And I said, well, how bad do you want it to be? He said, give me a good one. Give me a bad one. So I told him that story, and he said, yeah, never tell that story again, but also tell it on the show if you ever come on.
Never tell that story unless we're recording it.
That's why I love Rob. He's been an open book.
Yeah. No, once he settled into his shoes. Well, I was explaining to Eric, and I've talked with my buddy Chris. He's not a biker or anything, but he loves listening to the show because he'll even hit me up. He's like, oh, that last show you did with so-and-so was great. Rob is like even though we give you so much shit about fucking up, that's one of my favorite parts. Like that's the quintessential fuck ups.
It's like a fifth character on the show.
Yeah.
My fuck ups.
100%.
It just wouldn't be right without him.
Yeah, 100%. You ever watched Kill Tony?
Yeah.
How Red Band's always fucking up the soundboard. That's one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, that's just part of it. And like, so are having nards in the Zoom room. That's why I actually need to have still a laptop in front of me, which I haven't in a while, so I can see what they're saying and bring it up as it happens, because a lot of times funny things do get passed over that they say, and then if I'm not like watching it myself, I'm not saying you guys can't do it, but
it doesn't get caught, or it doesn't become part of the conversation.
Right. I've been doing things where I am multitasking as I talk for a long time. So
not me.
Jimmy doesn't multitask or talk.
He's busy at not talking.
I'm just watching.
Speaking of the Zoom room, what Nards do and say, the condom of Nards past, a.k.a. Eddie Pliers, a.k.a. so many different names in the past, said, I'd like to listen to the early episodes, parentheses, with a jar of Vaseline.
Oh, God. We'll get you both. That's like the new thing. If you sign up for Patreon, we send you
one of those little jars.
It just depends on what your subscription level is. If you do 15.20 or whatever, the $15 will send you the big one.
The sponsorship
jars of KY.
Yep. But we are thinking about do we get a special Nard shirt for Patreon?
I think
subscribers.
We do.
Yeah, and then that can be a part of what they get. Because I don't know, we do have. I think we have really cool shirt designs. I think the Huck to Flat shirt that you guys are wearing is good, and I'm the only one not wearing a Gnar Couch shirt tonight.
Dude, what the fuck, man? I was getting dressed today, and I realized it was Wednesday, and I put on a Gnar Couch shirt.
This is like Wendy's. You better wear your fucking uniform.
Yours does look kind of like a Wendy's uniform. What you're wearing right now? Red shirt
bit with the red shirt. Yeah.
Gray shorts.
I hate that I have red shirts. I only like black and white shirts. I was just telling someone that the other day.
The condom of Nards past also said we need a fuck to fat shirt.
Or a fuck to fap.
Well, I can make him like a special fuck the fat shirt with just like the outline of a fat chick on it. Like like the dudes have on their trucks.
Yeah, like the trucker girl, but
oh yeah, like the naked lady on Chrome. Have you seen the ones that are fat ones? Yeah, those are my favorite.
Those are funny.
We'll just write "fuck the fat" above that, and people will buy it.
Oh, definitely.
Watch, that's going to be a thing here in probably 6 weeks.
I mean, I bought a shirt that nobody understands. So
squeeze triggers, not levers, man.
What does that mean?
You did a bunch of shows then before Kenny and BJ Schraupson and John Clarkson came along, right?
Yeah, I did. A lot of fun too, man. I don't know. I still remember the first show and just kind of sitting there and sweating because it was, even though it was in December, it was still fucking hot as balls in that corner. And what the fuck did I get myself into? But this is really fun and these guys are really cool.
Yeah, well, one part of that is right.
Yeah, well, you guys all were really cool.
I don't think we're cool at all.
Yeah,
that's why we're doing a podcast.
Yeah,
Rob's sweating.
That's why you gave me a hug. That's why we hugged outside.
I did give Rob a big old hug though outside.
Wow,
after some landmark.
Yeah,
I was gonna say you said something about your butt cheek hurting on the way out. I said something about him hurting even more. Let's get done.
Gonna hurt more on the way in.
It usually does hurt going. It usually does hurt going in more.
Boy. Well, those. I'm trying to remember. Kenny came into the Zoom room at first.
Oh yeah,
and he was just kind of off the wall.
Yeah,
it's about the same time Dalt showed up. Dalt Disney.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Team Clayton. Team Terry was in there.
I think Clarkson.
Yeah,
was pretty early.
Clarkson was early. BJ was really early because we designed a shirt after him.
Oh, that's right.
And that's where the whole Bentonville Lunar thing came from, because I think he was posting stuff about lunars in the outdoor living room.
He was.
Yeah. And then Bentonville Lunar became a person who was in the Zoom room and is still a listener to the show.
Yep.
And we made BJ Schraupson. That's what the balloon shirt came from.
It's my favorite shirt. That's my
the one
favorite
you like the most?
The one I like the most, yeah. Which is it's somewhat ironic because they hate me.
Yeah, it is. I like that shirt too. that shirt is like a guy holding a big balloon, and it's got the Gnar Couch logo on it, and then it has BJ's real name underneath it.
Oh, does it?
As the inspiration.
Inside,
Yeah, so no one knows why the name is on there. It doesn't make any sense, but that's why it's on there.
Yeah, that he's a good dude.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I think it's weird because I think a lot of us, as this all came together, I know you had a lot more anxiety as a person back then.
Oh yeah.
I think you and I had unacknowledged and undiagnosed anxiety at that point, just from all the COVID shit.
That and just angst.
Yeah, like an existential angst.
Yeah. Before we get too far behind it, on the lunar shirt, Cougar says his buddy wore a lunar shirt to the hospital when his twins were born.
Yes.
He may have a photo he can find.
Please send us that.
That's so cool.
Those kids came into the world the right way.
They did.
Yeah, I was back then. It was a different world. I was super irritated at everything.
Yeah, I was too. And like, you can actually listen. If you listen to the old ones, I think you can hear us.
You can.
Just not happy.
No.
In general, as compared to now.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm always happy.
You actually were like a breath of fresh air when you would come up to the stabbing cabin.
Yeah.
It was fresh air up there. I liked coming up there.
But then that's when I noticed, I was like, James Perry can talk for like hours.
Our longest episodes at first were him.
Yeah.
When he
Didn't
came
we
in,
do like a 4.5 hour fucking episode?
We did a 3.5 hour episode, and
How?
you were also the first 3-time guest, and you were the first like guest co-host when Chief was Chief was.
I went to St. Louis.
Yeah,
Louis
when
for a
Chief
trip.
left, that was a shit show. Well, and then I sat in Sponge's chair when he couldn't make it. I think that was the first time I like reappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it felt kind of weird because the chair never was cool. Like it was always saturated with something. I mean,
Yeah. Probably ejaculate.
Sponge was a big boy.
He was.
I just look back.
He's a big
I
ass.
just look back and I'm like,
he does have a big
Like a
rump.
big ol' ass.
He's got a big rump.
like Chief's gone. And me, Rob, and Sponge look at each other like, are we going to do a show?
How does this work? I think that's like pretty common, you know, in the radio space.
I bet.
When the like dude who's like the main host of things is gone, everyone's like, what the fuck do we do now?
Man, that clock's moving slow.
But you guys did good. I think JP can step in and just like, he can, like he said, dude can talk forever. So, I mean, in a good way.
Yeah, I mean, and I can't figure out how to fix I'm trying to fix my Zoom name because
Oh, it's just your work name?
well, yeah,
your-
because it was Uncle Touchy when I went to join a work meeting a while back, and the two gals, like two super straight laced younger white gals, in like over this management thing, these owners reps, and they're like, Uncle Touche, who's that? What's that? And I was like,
How did you end up Uncle Touchy? Like, how did that come about? Do you
Some
remember?
nerd named him
it
that.
was because you guys had put shortly after I joined, you asked what my nickname should be, and it was a whole list of mess. And Uncle Touchy was the one that got the most.
We did
and I
vote
was
on
like,
That's the one they picked.
yeah,
And it's not.
What a surprise.
yeah, because I think there was a list of names, and we were laughing about it, and then we're like, well, now we have to have a vote, and so then we put up like the top 4,
Yeah.
and there was I was hoping I'd get a better one this last
I
week.
mean, what else did you think on a show where the longest running jokes are Sponge's mom getting fucked and him having a pumpkin? Like, those are like, this has been like repeat offenders. And the Sponge's mom thing will never die, ever. He hasn't even been on the show in almost 3 years.
Right?
Yeah.
It's been 3 years.
It's a really good tag.
It's 2022.
It's 25.
Yeah. So it's been 2.5 years, basically.
Damn.
Yeah, because that would have been in the winter.
Yeah, that's right, because I was working at Highland and I just started the job I have now.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, of course, it's going to be Uncle Touchy as opposed to everything else that makes sense.
Shit, that means...
doesn't surprise me.
I just wonder who came up with Uncle Touchy. Like, did we come up with the answers?
No,
We could
that was...
find out eventually.
That was... I can't remember if it was Remo or somebody like that.
It had to be Remo.
I think it was Remo.
Pretty sure it was
I'm pretty
Remo.
sure.
It's gotta be.
Because even when he calls in, he would emphasize that when he would call in.
Okay.
And, even where I live, my buddy that lives there, and he's got a year and some change old kid, and he's like, we're in the kitchen. He's like, Hudson, it's Uncle Touchy. And I was like, do not fucking say that around anybody. I'm like, I know you think that's funny. I'm gonna end up in prison or something.
I remember the first time I went to TDS and you came past me, I just screamed, Uncle Touchy! So thinking about this now, that means that Perry's time here has eclipsed Sponge's.
It's
definitely.
Or it's really close.
It's pretty close to that. Yeah, because people think it's kind of a newer thing, but we've really been doing it for a long time.
Well, and I keep thinking about that, and I keep thinking, I know it's Perry's a great voice, but he's been here forever now, and he was here, even when Sponge was still here, he was around.
The amount of people who contacted me after you came on the show to say that they liked it more was substantial.
Same. Actually, recently, Hayden and I were talking, and he's like, man, Perry brings such a good perspective, his writing, just his thoughts, and his voice is just great.
Oh, God. Watch out for Hayden.
Dude, is it weird? Do you guys all feel the same? Because I hate hearing my own voice.
My voice.
I know you do.
I think my voice sounds shitty, and Chief is always like, nah, you have a really good voice for this.
You guys all get way over processed, but when I do stuff in post-processing, so yeah, don't worry about it. Y'all sound great. Everyone sounds good because none of it is actually your voice.
Because he's like, I edit it so that it sounds good because your voice is
perfect.
Yeah, just listen in your car. Shakes the speakers. Every one of us. I know,
I love it.
Yeah, every one of us do.
It's like the Stern bit from a long time ago with the bass on the radio and the.
Let's try it sometime.
He just got canceled.
We'll get John Kilo.
Did he?
Yeah.
Him and old Colbert. Is that who else?
Yeah.
Stern's out. Stern's
contracted.
Stern's been a Stern piece of shit for a little bit.
Stern sucked for a while.
I know.
I was gonna say
ever since COVID, he's really sucked.
I was gonna say he was so good pre-COVID, and then COVID on.
Dude, he turned into a fucking old woman.
Yeah,
he did. He looks like an old woman too.
He didn't leave his apartment for probably a year.
That's wild.
Well, I'm going to say in fairness, he probably has some diseases that...
Probably.
Yeah. Or he's just fucking lost.
But he just started acting like an old woman.
Yeah.
And so, Bendy the Gnar Couch consultant loves Stern. And he would always, send me Stern clips. And I'd be like, I don't even think it's interesting or funny anymore.
Well, it's because it used to be so out of there and wild, and that's what was fun about it. And then it's a guy like that going full serious and just kind of... pussy is.
And really... I think moving forward, one of the things I really liked about Stern is, and I think a thing that really separated him is when he got a call from a crazy person, he didn't just push it aside. Mm-hmm. He made it a part of his show. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so that's why I love having the Nards. And as we move forward and we start to stream on YouTube where we can do it live, we can interact more than we can on Zoom, which is it's really a shitty platform for this. It's just
it's not great.
What was working at the time. I don't like it. I think there are better options for sure. I think if people can see what we're doing as we do it and comment as we go, that will work better. But it'll also be good to have the Zoom room open in case we want to bring people up and have their audio.
Yeah. I think that's good. I like it.
But always having a way. I mean, anyone could call in on our phone line anytime. We just need to route it so that it doesn't actually ring on your computer.
Speaking of which,
does it ring on his computer?
If you call it, it'll ring on the computer.
I completely forgot to check to see if we had any calls.
We do have some, but we can play them later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just bring it up just so I have it.
Yeah. So this BJ Shroupson, Kenny, Sponge era is really a BJ Shroupson, Kenny, and John Clarkson era came about.
He spearheaded the thing.
Who's that?
Clarkson.
Clarkson did.
I've been talking to him a lot
today.
Lately. Yep.
Yeah,
we've been texting a lot.
I like Clarkson a lot. And I think did he just get his PhD?
I think he might have actually.
He's Andy flies.
That's why that's
pilot.
That's why he backed off.
I was going to say that's why he had to leave. They're like, you're not getting this PhD if you're still a part of that.
No. Yeah. Do you have on there how they did the Gnar Couch podcast?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a thing. The Gnar Couch.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that was a showcast because this is the pod show. That was the showcast.
Yeah, a spin-off.
No, before they came on, they just did their own thing.
Yeah, their own thing, not related to us.
Who did?
They did a podcast about us.
The Uncultured Collective.
No.
It was
called the Gnar Couch Podcast.
Oh, yes, that's right, because I was the first guest on that. I totally forgot about that. I remember doing that with them and doing like an interview standing in my garage, like outside of my house, and my wife comes out. She's like, "What are you fucking doing?" I'm like, it's a thing. I'm just talking to some guys.
It's a thing. And they're sitting there like, and this is why they're all retards.
Yeah, they started a thing before they had a thing. Like before we were like, you should do a thing. And it was really like the creativity that was coming out of those three was really good.
Yep.
And we were like, where can we take that? That was the question. You know, because Kenny, insanely creative and
Super
very
creative.
funny.
Very funny.
Like one of the funniest guys I've ever met.
Absolutely.
He's like Sponge, like one of the funniest guys I've ever talked to.
Deadpan, dry,
Yeah.
super fucking funny.
Yep. BJ's is, he has a weird humor about him. It's awkward.
I get it.
But it's still funny.
That's one of my favorites is awkward.
Yeah.
Isn't he the one that came up with Dolphin Pussy Jelly?
I think he
Someone
is.
found the story.
Yeah. I think he was.
Let's see. Speaking of, I wonder.
And Clarkson's he's just a funny guy, and he's super smart too.
And then remember Rodert?
Rodert.
Hey guys, Rodert McHenry here.
What other clips do you have from those guys? Anything else in there?
Yeah, I have. So I already did some Sponge. I have Grant.
Don't say his real
Gnar
name.
Couch Podcast is for people of scum.
That was a
John
good
Clarkson, sorry. I might have deleted all of Kenny's. Wow. Oh, no, I didn't. I actually have a bunch of them.
When I was little, I always wanted to be an F-14 Tomcat.
All right, baby. And then do you remember this one? Oh, come on.
Get in the locker, nerd.
But I also love this one.
My name's John, but my friends call me Sponge.
Wait. Hold on a second. Hold on. And then there was, remember when he had a character that he would come on as?
I've declared that I am Sam Walton IV, Mayor of Bayville, Arkansas.
Until I just looked at this, I had totally forgotten about that.
I still have that entire thing.
Do you really?
Uh-huh.
Do we still have, do you still have Slaughter at Slaughter
What was it
Pen?
called? Slaughter at Slaughter Pen.
Yeah, I have that on my list here.
Mm-hmm. He did like a...
They did. That was...
How long was that
It was
thing?
like a fucking hour long or something. It was like... So that's what's like... You always... It's tough to think about this because there was a lot of really fucked up shit said after. And I've never really talked about this, but I got this like super fucking aggro but passive-aggressive message from them like shortly after their break, blaming me for them leaving. And I remember like crafting a response and talking to you about it, Chief, and being like, yeah, I'm not going to send this. And then even like I responded immediately after, said, hey, I love you guys. I'm sorry you feel this way. Let me think about this and I'll get back to you. So doing this show, it's kind of cathartic in a sense because it helps me remember like how good those dudes really were, how funny they were, and how good of friends we actually were. And how all of this just kind of shit the bed because, I mean, not going to go too deep into it, but jealousy, a little bit of narcissism, and them thinking...
I'm sorry.
And them thinking that I was trying to... them thinking I was trying to, like, take the show over and, like... steer the direction when they never realized that everything I did, I talked to you about.
Yeah. And their departure was, we haven't ever actually talked about it. It was when they first came on, we really wanted them on like a production end to help produce bits and write bits and just write funny stuff. And slowly, especially Kenny worked his way into the show. There were claims about you not contributing to the show and just your overall presence on the show.
And that's why you always joke that I don't do anything for the show.
You're right. That's the hidden joke behind that when I say, well, Rob never does anything for the show. So there were claims about that, and I just knew that wasn't true. Also, we had a pretty good vibe going. And then something happened to that vibe when they became regulars. and contributing members.
I think it turns out there were too many cocks in the pig pen.
Yep. I think you're right.
Well,
And
it's a good thing I was never around when they were here because they'd really have somebody to blame for not doing anything.
Yeah, but your job is, I mean, like, say what you will, dude, but you have been an amazing contributor to this.
Agreed.
And like, and nothing, like, there's been some great interviews that you've been part of and great, but nothing was more proof of that during DJ's interview and the discussion that we all had, but that you spearheaded because you could relate to him. And like, I texted you after that and I was like nerdy, like loving on you, saying, dude, that was like so fucking good. And
he sent me a couple pictures.
Yeah, dude, that's so fucking
fun. Nice.
Well, it's kind of like when you see handicap or Downs people talking with each other. It's a different language. That's probably what you're seeing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You always joke about not contributing, but like the partnership with TDS wouldn't be there if it wasn't for you. Some of the best episodes we've ever done wouldn't be anything without you being here. So like, yeah, we can joke about it, dude, but you do a lot more than you ever realize. I think you do.
I think you just say that so I feel a little more comfortable about all of the drops that you have of me.
That's probably part of it. I can piss him off a little bit more now.
We don't want to lose the gay guy on the show, so we can keep saying what we want.
DEI. I mean, how long ago was that? I came out on the show. I mean,
everyone knew the first time, but
yeah. My S is the way I say my S's is really.
I think
really hard.
I think this might. I have a couple of favorite Perry drops. This is one of my favorites.
I enjoy watching women's sports.
So you're a lesbian,
and especially these two.
It's okay to hate fuck a human, but not love fuck a fruit. I'm gonna fuck a papaya tonight.
That was when what's
John Kilo.
John Kilo. I was trying to think of the name the other day with Eric because I was like, dude, I completely forgot about him till he got brought back up, and I was just like, no fucking way.
I think we should do a Patreon only episode with John Kilo.
I would totally be down for that.
Yeah. Him and I, like, during our
video included,
during our long break. What was that?
There's a door out there.
During our long break for your paternity leave, I messaged with him a bunch because he came out with a few really fucking funny videos, and he's all for it. So maybe I'll reach out to him and be like, "Hey,
he's hilarious.
We're gonna do like a paywalled video, and we'll throw a little something at you for it.
Yeah,
we'll support your Taco Bell habit.
Throw some dildos. He's the WNBA of our guests.
It's not your typical Taco Bell habit that most people have.
See, I regret my Taco Bell decision because I ate too much.
Yeah.
Him, I think it's kind of like we were talking earlier. You regret it when you finish. And
Taco Bell is definitely the jack off of food.
Just imagine having just like refried beans and shitty meat all over the place.
Gives you that post-gut clarity.
What am I doing right now?
Like, be honest, nothing sounds better than Nacho Bel Grande. So good. Or Mexi Melt, chili cheese. I don't even know what they have there.
Crunchwrap Supreme.
Crunchwrap Supreme.
Speaking of, I need to fart, but I think I might pee my pants if I do.
Okay,
have fun shitting.
Since we're on different cast members here, I gotta do a couple old Jimmy ones here because there's some good ones, and that a one that he always gave me the death look for was this.
I like that cock.
and then his forever drop to open the show was this.
Use your aggressive feelings.
Jimmy.
That's funny.
Flow through you.
Jimmy. I remember when Sponge said Jimmy that way, and we had to drop the original drop.
Jimmy. I think I might have that in here somewhere.
And then I was like, no, we need to put that
Dump
there.
Sponge in.
Yeah.
That and then there's always I always miss this one because I never use it, but there's the gunshot that we used to use
we don't use that anymore.
Oh, that's okay.
Anytime Jimmy has a sniper joke.
And I think there's so many,
it's too much to think about.
Jimmy's
for Rob.
Don't bring attention to
Jimmy's name, Jimmy Sniper, came from like the best. He has the best drops in here. Like I could go through these and
play some of them.
None of them are bad. Then there's like this.
If it keeps people from talking to me, then I'm all in.
And then
I need to watch someone's life leave their body.
now, like I gotta find. It's gonna take me a second here
because it's very believable when he says things like that.
Like there's a really, really, really good one here. Oh, this one.
When you die, you come a little bit too.
I do love
fact.
I love that one. That's a good one.
There's so many. Like I mean, oh, and here.
Shitting on a jump would be called a jumpkin.
I forgot that one.
I don't even remember that one.
There's so many good in here. Like, hold on a second.
Makes you feel like your throat went to sleep.
Like, this one I remember. This one when it happened.
That guy sounds like he just deep throated one of those red.
Oh, it's fucking it died, but it's supposed to say deep throated one of those red wiffle ball bats. Oh man. Oh, and another.
You didn't even want to sit in my Subaru while you vaped?
Jimmy's drops are the best because he's so deadpan in his delivery.
He is very sniper.
And then
They're not even jokes. I'm just saying it.
The best.
And I remember when I think we played Striper for a fucking for a Sponge tune, and then he said this.
Striper made me want to kick a baby.
Stay away from my son.
I think what's even funnier about these drops and the old ones, and not just Jimmy, but all of them, is the difference in sound quality. Because we
definitely upgraded the system.
We went from like a small,
terrible system,
that small Mackie board,
phonograph.
We went from that small Mackie board to another board, and then one day I got so fucking pissed because the drops weren't working, and I texted you, and I'm like, I'm gonna spend some money for the show. I don't care. We're doing it. And then I bought what we have now,
which seems to work for normal people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
forgot about the Sponge tune. That was like Sponge always had a good song for us.
He always did.
And there was one that I can't remember. What's the song about September? It's like an old song.
Oh, not Green Day when September ends.
No, like the Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah,
or something.
that song. So like he played that song, and I had never actually I knew the song.
I didn't know the lyrics.
I'd never heard listen to the lyrics, and he played it. And I was like looking at him. I was like,
"What?
Why'd you play that?" He's like, he's just looking at me, and I'm like, "What?" He's like, "It's September." I'm like, I don't get it. Like, what happens? Like, everyone listens to Earth, Wind, and Fire in September. And so then I finally figured out, oh, okay, they say September in that song a bunch.
I don't even know if that's the band. It's
something. I'm pretty sure that's who it was.
Oh, and then we're still on Jimmy for a minute.
A little too slippery for the Red Rocket.
Yeah, that's when you used to ride your red motorcycle up to the cabin.
Do you still have that?
Still have it. My daughter wants me to sell it so we can get a couple dirt bikes.
Ooh. Good idea.
You could.
I like the idea, but I don't.
You could just sell your car and get a couple dirt bikes instead.
Just sell Andrew's car.
Yeah, see?
That thing gets 43 miles to the gallon.
I was going to say, don't sell the Fiesta.
That's my Wednesday car.
Yeah. Your Wednesday car.
Thing about the dirt bikes is, though, I know how to ride them, but I don't want to watch my daughter get wrecked on one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're going to have to sell your car after you sell your motorcycle to pay for the hospital bills.
Yeah. I'll be carless.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So
that's the downside of moto.
Yeah. Scrolling through all these drops kind of made me laugh because do you remember for like 2 years after I had COVID, I had the death cough?
Wait, had?
Isn't that Sponge doing your
That's
cough?
That's Sponge doing my cough. Yeah, there's a few of them in here too. I have
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, that's the one that we always used to play.
So on the song, it was Earth, Wind, and Fire. The song is just September. And
nice job.
21st.
Yeah, so he must
never paid attention to the lyrics.
So you were sitting there like me going like, what?
I was confused.
What's happening here?
Like, are we in disco?
I think that like that what's happening here, like vibe, started happening more with the show with me though, as like those three became more of a part of the show.
Yeah.
Because like it became like a cum fiesta. Like like every Wednesday was the cum party. That's what like the show became.
Well, wasn't it?
There's a popular podcast called The Cum Show.
There's a Cum Town.
Like, let's just Cum
Yeah.
Town. Let's just be that.
That's. I think that they were like heavily inspired by that, right?
Cum Fiesta sounds like one of the DVDs I found in my trailer in that box.
Damn.
What's in the piñata?
Dolce.
Dad jokes. Yeah, like I don't know. It started getting weirder and weirder, and then like we hit a crescendo with that. We had a studio for a while.
Yeah.
So we had this studio, and Sponge had somehow taken over the show basically, and they were just playing porn, like into the feed.
Oh boy.
And basically Kenny is arguing nonstop with Rob. And I'm just like, this is falling apart. Like, this isn't working.
I remember you telling me after that you wanted to quit.
After that show, I was like, I think I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, and actually, I've thought I was done probably about 5 times.
Right.
Just like Jimmy knows, because I've actually talked to him once about it that you guys don't know about. So there were just a bunch of times when I was like, man, I don't know, for not getting paid, I don't know that this is worth it. You know, to just deal with the behind the scenes drama that we had dealt with, and to like give up the things that we give up, like not just financially, but time wise. It's a bigger commitment than people think it is.
It's absolutely a bigger commitment.
But yeah, at that point,
well, it is for you guys. Me and I write a poem. JP shows up and he can talk bikes.
Yeah, but you do memes. But you would probably be doing them anyway.
Yeah.
We're literally sitting in my office right now. I didn't even have to leave work.
I think like you would ask me about like doing memes every day at some point.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I'm like, I don't care.
Like that's
that's not even like realistic. Like to try and be creative like that every day.
He could though.
After
He's
you
a
work
fucking
8 or 10 hours.
He's a meme machine over here.
But it's hard to like just find new templates, and
it is.
The way they're moving now, you really got to almost do a video a lot of the time, and
I suck at that.
Yeah, so it's the whole thing is just like there's more going on, and at that point, it was just the group was not getting along.
Nope.
Like, and it was starting to split into factions. And like it was all the new guys and Sponge all went on one way, and then mostly me and Rob on the other side, and Jimmy kind of caught in between all of it, and just hearing it from both ends.
Yeah,
and trying to figure it all out and not lose his mind. And so that's when I was like, yeah, I don't know.
Well,
don't care anymore.
And for me, like there was something I always saw about the format and about what we were doing and how it was so different than everybody else. And we're like, it like to your point, like you had that realization today when you sent the message about the sacrifice that you feel like Jimmy and I had made. And Jimmy, I think had had a great response to that. If it wasn't really giving him anything, he wouldn't be here. And I feel the same way. And like, I always tell Chief, after I leave this show, after we have this gathering, my mental health is always the best it is all week.
Yeah, but you're different completely now than when we first started doing this.
I eat better. I'm generally happier. We all have bad days. I mean, this show, and I've talked about it before, but this show, along with this fucking asshole over here, like sitting on his phone, pulled me out of a fucking really, really dark place. And not you.
Yeah, I know.
That's a way to. It's a good way to thank him.
And
Eric takes that compliment a lot better than I do.
Yeah, not you. You are an asshole.
What the fuck did you just call me?
It's the nicest thing that Eric's been called all day.
Yeah, and like
it's like, oh, that was sweet.
And for me, and Chief knows because I've preached this for years, and I've always said I'm gonna stick with this because this has more value to me than most people realize. And also, I think it, like, and to some of the messages we get and what people say to us and the text the screenshot that Christian sent you about the show, like, this thing can have legs. We just need to figure out where to go with it.
It's just putting effort into it, and which we really, honestly, I mean, with all the time we spent on it, we haven't put like a lot of effort.
No, we haven't.
No, right now it's like one of those quad amputees that still manages to ride a skateboard. And get around. It's impressive, but it could be a lot more.
we could just get some prosthetic limbs.
That's
All I
not the
picture
best analogy.
when Rob was about to, when Rob said this thing could really grow legs. I saw a video the other day. This gal like hopping around, no arms, no legs, just a what did they call it? Like a veggie tail.
Oh my god!
Oh man,
that's such a good analogy. Like you nailed it. That's it.
It's what I picture when I think of Gnar Couch.
It's just barely not falling flat on its face all the time.
It's fucking impressive for what it is.
Like that it got as far as it did.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, this like my mom died 2 years ago. 2 years ago, June. Like I needed for like. I found out she was pretty much going to die on a Tuesday. And that Wednesday, you were like, go. Chief was like, go. And I'm like, I can't. I need this. She's already gone. I'm staying for this. And that show was actually our right after 100,000th download. And that was the hug show too.
Was it?
It was.
And because I had to give you a hug at 100,000.
I remember that show.
You have to give me. I remember.
I'm more open to hugging you and other people now.
Well, you gave me a hug outside. And I
remember. Does it from behind.
I actually remember being in the stabbing cabin and making a joke and saying, "If this show gets 100,000 anything, I'll give you the biggest hug ever." And I'm gonna get cheesy here, like I got outside, but like,
gay.
I needed that moment, that hug, that episode to this day probably means so much more than just about anyone in this room will ever realize.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
well,
I'm going to wait.
I was happy to hug you. Oh, Rob's finally got the tears rolling.
Yeah. It's just like that guy riding his bike down the 5 feet of slick rock.
I wonder what, it's the same thing. My question right now is, what is Jimmy thinking about all this?
I'm like, what are those coming out of your eyes?
Jimmy's like, I haven't seen those since I poked somebody's eyeballs out earlier with my bruised thumb. That's
dude. Yeah, there's my thumb.
I don't think he actually wrecked his bike. I think he wrecked his bike to cover up the wounds from him fighting somebody to death the other night or something. I see it.
The big thing that like made the split was they kept telling me you hadn't contributed. And I'm like, so me being me, I do a complete analysis of everything that's ever happened on this show and who's contributed, just so I can have the data to be a dickhead later. And if it's needed, and it was. And like at that point, you had booked so many great guests. And you had contributed to one of our longest lasting jokes, the Blumpkin, which still comes up from time to time, though not as much as it used to. And on almost like a weekly basis, we had a weird Rob story that just resonated with the people who were listening, and they thought they were so fucking funny.
And I still have some of those in Hoppa. I still have some on the log that I haven't taken off the log.
In the what?
In the Harper?
In the Hopper.
Oh.
He's got some styes in the Hoppa.
I like getting Blumpkins.
I still remember.
Psychotic.
So this is
That's how you know it's true.
Only slightly before, like, I really got to know Jimmy. I think this was like before, because we the first real Nard Fest, we drove together, and I can remember telling that story, and like seeing the look of disapproval on Jimmy's face, and just like I remember after the show going out to him and like, look, I'm sorry. That was a long time ago when I did really bad things. And please don't think any less of me. And he's like, you're cool. Don't worry about it.
I could see Jimmy saying that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. What I do remember is I could have got one more run. And Rob's like, I got to go do something real quick. And he ran into Old Dog and talked for 45 minutes. I was like, there was time on the clock. I could have done one more, like,
dude, but you learned that lesson.
I did.
Yeah. And don't wait for Rob.
No, don't wait for me.
Rob will talk for a while.
I will.
And if he's talking to someone like Old Dog, he's going to really talk because Old Dog's going to talk back.
Oh, we can have him. Me and that man can have a conversation.
You two probably never actually said anything.
No, we said a lot of things.
Yeah, there was a lot of talking.
I think also around that time, as the wedge was being driven in, and we were starting to like have those fallings out, I think this is just me. Okay, this doesn't have to be your version of the story, but this is how I was seeing things as the person who had created it and like wanted to protect it. I think Kenny was starting to really feel like we were losing our edge. Because we had like one influencer guy on who actually ended up being really funny.
Jeremy Jones. That's when he quit. That's when Kenny quit.
Yeah, and so Kenny decided he was out, and at that point, Sponge had like been waning. Like he hadn't been showing up for his own podcast.
Yep.
With Kenny and those guys. I had given him some things to do on the back end, like some Reddit stuff and some things on Twitter and things like that. He never did any of them. And like his overall interest, like, so I'm talking to Kenny on the phone. He's like, yeah, Sponge didn't show up to our podcast tonight. And so I think he was fading anyway at that point. And I don't know if it was for the same reason.
I don't know. I think he was so young. He was just into things for a while. And then you realize if you like it or not. And
I think that was it too. And
seasons.
I think I saw that in other ways too.
Yeah.
You know, mountain biking and dirt bikes and you know whatever the thing was, but yeah, so that was like this whole thing. And then you know, I've never said my side of the story. I just never thought it was worth really bringing it up, but eventually I wish I wouldn't have been such a dick, but the way they had been acting, I didn't quite know how to respond at that point. But they had quit, and I said, okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. You're adults and you quit. So if you don't want to do it, then don't do it. Like, no one's holding you here.
Yeah.
And then the weird thing that happened after that is I get either a message, I don't know if it's from one of you two guys or if it was sent to me, because I try to just bury it and not think about it. And it was like, we quit and then tried to talk to Chief and he wouldn't talk to us anymore. And I'm like, you made your decision.
Yeah. That was... There was a couple, I think. They sent one to me, and I think they sent one to him, so they were trying to play sides off of it.
Right. And that's what I saw happening on the back end. So I didn't really appreciate that. And they, for some reason, wanted me to talk to them more about this after they had decided they didn't want to do it. And my hope was that Sponge especially it would cool off and, you know, he would come back, but he pretty much told me he didn't want to talk to me ever again. And then I haven't talked to him since that day.
Man.
Didn't he say something like he had set his boundaries and he was done or something like that?
Yeah, that's what he told me. And then, of course, like, I replied to them, you know, like, hey, man, this isn't, you know, we don't have an HR department and we're not fucking doing exit interviews.
Yep.
Like, you're out. It's what you want to do. And I still feel that way. Like, I would not have animosity toward anyone walking off. Like, none of you guys, you're good friends of mine.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to do it, you can make that decision, and that's your decision. And after you make it, actually with you guys, I would try and keep you on at this point, obviously. And I would have back then too. But especially I tried to like talk to Jimmy and be like, here's my side of the story. They're going to tell you your side. So you can decide what go with them or...
The whole thing, I was like, what are we, in high school again? What's going on?
That was the weird thing, because I kept telling everyone, it was like I was dealing with my 16-year-old high school girlfriend again. That's how it felt. And there was just all these things happening behind, you know, different discussions in different places. And like, it just didn't make sense. And I tried to be very open about all of it with everyone. And I think I succeeded in that. But everyone has their side.
No, I still go back to too many cocks in the pig pen.
I think that was it.
Yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, and it is now our thing, right? This is the four of us.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, at that point, it was kind of my thing. Like I had come up with it. It was young still. It was only a couple years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like someone has to say what it is. And now we have a 4-hour meeting. Thanks, Rob. Every time we want to discuss anything.
Well, it wasn't 4 hours. It was only an hour and a half.
No, for me, it was perfect. For me, it was 25 minutes. It was a short, sweet.
That's how you do it.
Out.
Yeah, I knew if Rob said 8:45 and I joined at 9:40, it'd be perfect.
I was there at like 11 o'clock, still working on podcasts for Bo Beatty's company. I'm like, fuck, I'm still awake.
But dude, I was up until like 3 that morning.
I was up late that night,
thinking about
for sure.
stuff. It's something like, do you remember? Okay, so do you remember after the cancellation, after the getting the episodes deleted, and then like 2 days later getting the message I got, and then I was fucking blown away, and we ended up getting on like an Instagram call or something like that for like 2 hours talking about the whole thing, and like coming to that realization of what actually happened, and never really talking about it. Like, and going, okay, so this looks like what happened, and like.
So can we backtrack on that a little bit?
Sure.
And this is another thing we've never talked about on this show.
And it's going to be in the closing song. That's so good.
Yeah, there is.
I'm excited to hear that song.
This is my version of the story. I may have convinced you guys of this version.
I think it was discussed. Like you and I had discussed it a few times. And I think it's a version, if I know what you're going to say, I think it's a version that came from a few consensuses.
So basically, there's a meme page called Girls Who Pull Up Not Out or something like that.
Yep.
And I don't know like how this feud between us and them started, but I think there were some things shared on like Instagram message, like not messages, but messages too, like in the DMs.
Well,
but
it started
also on the
as
posts.
like playful, kind of funny to poke the bear type of thing.
Right. Yeah. And so like they were posting things that were just the same nonsense that they post now. They're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And this all really began with like women in Rampage, the year they weren't allowed in Rampage. And I had just spent the entire winter before that down in Virgin. And I had said, I didn't see any girls down there except for like 3.
Yep.
The whole winter. I was there all winter, like basically from October through January.
And I have a strong opinion about that as well, because all of us have seen very good women riders. It's just few and far between. Like the ones that put in the fucking work.
Yeah. Chelsea, I'd seen down there all winter. I'd seen Sam Soriano working hard down there that winter.
Wasn't Amelia in that mix too? That year? No?
She was the following year when I saw her a lot. But
that's the thing, is like it's a reality, and we recognize it 100%.
Right. And so there's this side of this argument, which was girls who pull up, not out, who are saying, why aren't girls in Rampage? And then there was our side of this. Yeah, our side of this argument is like, if they want to be in it, why aren't they down there working for it?
And it was based on truth and people we talked to.
Yeah. And we actually, I won't say who we had backdoor discussions with. I will say that person works at Red Bull and they know what they're talking about.
And another events company that may be deeply involved with that situation.
Yeah. And so we knew what was coming in the future,
as well as several pros.
Yeah. And we knew where they were in their belief in what was possible at that time. And I think
and there was a current event that was basically a women's Rampage that was very perfect for its time.
Yep.
It's great. It was a great event, and it was a great vibe.
Yep. Formation.
Yep.
And I think what we ended up seeing when women were in Rampage last year is what we were talking about when we were discussing that like 3 years ago, or was it 2 years ago? 2.5, 3 years ago?
Something like that.
Whenever it was.
And a lot of that was confirmed by Chelsea too in her interview.
Yeah. And I think we saw 2 different events. I think we saw whatever the men are doing, which is Rampage. And then, as one of our female listeners put it, we saw the women do something like Rampage, but not. Completely different. And like that was our whole approach at that time, was like, do you want to put them out here right now? Like, are they ready for that big, or do you want there to be such a skill discrepancy?
When the time comes, when the work's been put in, when the motivation is there, it's when the hard work's been done, and that was the whole formation thing.
Yeah,
was getting girls involved so that they would get motivated to do it and to put in the work. But no, it has to be now.
Well, that was the funny thing, because I'm I'm just a dude who showed up in Virgin one year, and I'm writing things that they're writing, right, at their pro level. So how is that the same thing as Rampage, right?
Well, it's and then you cross that dangerous line that has gotten people canceled over the last handful of years of equal rights and this and that, and it's like, okay, well, if we're speaking equal rights here, then it's only one-way street then. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Like, well, I mean, honestly, that it's critical constructivism. So it is a one-way street because of a power structure that they think exists that I'm not sure does. But
yeah,
I could do a whole 2 hours on that. But that was what got all that started, and a number of back and forths. And then I wake up one day, and we have 0 episodes.
Yeah.
I think we were at 143.
We were at 135, and I think it was I sent you a message about the player on the fucking website not working that somebody had sent me, and you said, yeah, I noticed that this morning, but I haven't had time to look into it. And then you went into our hosting company, our hosting software, and you couldn't even get in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the whole thing kind of playing out too, and it wasn't far after I joined in on the fun,
right.
And it was kind of, interesting, funny to watch, where it was like at first like, oh, something must just be wrong, something's just wrong with the system, whatever. And then as soon as you had a few minutes and started looking into it, it's like, no, something's wrong.
Something's wrong. Something happened
to the point that I had an attorney ready to go write Podbean a fucking letter saying, figure this shit out, or you're gonna get sued.
Right. So we're sitting there going, why the fuck are all these gone? Like, did we say something that like we shouldn't have said, which we did, but not to the point where
multiple times
for 135 episodes,
pretty much.
But you can't cancel a podcast for that stuff.
Yeah, and I think the fucking realization and I guess our conspiracy theories of what happened.
Well, there were several brewing.
Yeah.
Where like, that was the first one. Like, did we just say something?
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Did someone hate us? Did they get into our Podbean account and hack us?
We thought Kamala Harris and her Chrome got us or something like that.
Well, and the first information you got back from Podbean was a login from somebody in the Netherlands.
Right, which means they obviously used a VPN.
Yep.
Because that's where my VPNs always go.
Yeah, I have some friends in the Netherlands.
So they didn't want it tracked, whoever they were, obviously.
And then
we didn't think it was Tor.
Yep.
My God, I forgot all about him.
Tor. That guy was a drunk.
God, he was so great.
Awesome.
A replied plumber. I don't know. I gotta fucking...
When you said Tor and we were talking about VPNs, I was thinking of Tor.
Oh no,
But now that's why I was kind of looking at you like, didn't we more or less cover that? But
and then I think a few days into this, when we started talking about it, and we've never said this out loud, that's when you realized you never changed the password for Podbean, and our password sheet was still shared with that entire group.
Yep. So that entire group of people who had walked away, we had still shared that document with, and I just
at the same time
I had too much trust.
Yeah.
And while we're beefing with these chicks on the East Coast,
feminists that want to take action,
who live near one of the ex-show members and who were friends with him, and I hear on the back end of that from someone who knows both groups that they're all buddy-buddy.
Yep. That's somebody that I still talk to this day.
And so given that person's past with how he had acted around other women, I thought that it would be very likely that to impress them or to make it be funny or just a ha, look what I can do to help you guys. I believe that person deleted all of our shows.
That's the consensus we had come to over the years.
And it was one of the people within that group. I will say it's definitely not Sponge, I don't think.
Nope. It's the one that lives on the East Coast.
It's the one that lives on the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
So we've never talked about what we thought it was, but I'm 99.69% sure.
And
because if you know that guy's history,
yeah,
and the shady things that he had done in the past,
yep.
And just for me, so I stepped in not long before this.
35 episodes before.
So for me, I really saw it all from an outside perspective, where I was not friends with these people, but I knew of them and I knew the way you guys acted. I've listened to previous shows and stuff like that. So like seeing it from an outside perspective was just like, oh yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
You know,
and
not
that is
taking any emotions into it. I was like, like,
right. If you're on the outside, it's like the shortest path between 2 points is the straight line.
And I think what confirmed it was the timing of that message that Sponge sent me.
Yeah.
And that was like, I think I was in denial for a long time.
I think he knew though.
He very much knew.
Yeah.
Because otherwise he wouldn't have sent that message to me and like essentially crying and saying, I am sorry about everything. I fucking love you. You're a great human. And I should have never said anything.
Yeah. And you know what? I would never like put any blame on him.
Nope.
Or no matter what happened, like even if he would somehow was behind it, I would know that he had been manipulated because he was young and
sweet baby boy.
And he certainly looked up to the person that we think did it.
And he was easily manipulated.
Yeah. And I think that's the truth behind all of that.
Yeah. And it's like, I still have a hard time with it. And even after all that, like, I think like my buddy who's an attorney was ready to like, you fucking know who if you have an idea who this is, like, we can just fucking send him a letter and start a lawsuit and make him fucking cry about it. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. But to this day, it still stings because the amount of work that collectively, including them, put into those episodes, whether it's the Slaughter at Slaughter Pen thing or the fucking commercials that we did, BJ, sorry, I almost said his real name, that BJ did, like, that's negating all the work that they did and all the time that we as a group put into those shows, being away from our families, not hanging out with your wife, not playing hockey, not riding. Like, it hurt because, like, they were part of it and they erased something that they worked so hard to gain to.
You're giving too much credit. If this was someone that had spite and just wanted to stick a finger in your eye.
Yeah, but at the same point, like, he's not a horrible human being.
I think Rob is very forgiving, as you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are not.
I'm not.
Jimmy's like,
look, I wouldn't have done it, but I always try to understand why people do what they do.
Right.
And given the importance that person had placed on this in his life at that point, I understand it.
Yep.
It's still fucking a dick move.
It's such
and
an
he's
asshole.
still on my fight list.
Absolutely. Well, you know what though, like, as much as I'd like to, because I told the story that there's a dude that goes to my synagogue now that looks a lot like him, same mustache, same build, everything. It channels the rage, but to be honest,
the angriest person in the synagogue.
But to be totally fucking honest, if those three guys or any of those three guys walked through that door right now, I would be the first one to walk up to him, give him a hug, and say,
"Nope."
No,
well, I mean, I would honestly maybe shoot them, but mostly by accident.
By accident.
Yeah.
With that toe shot.
Yeah. Wait a second. You don't have a key for this door.
I mean,
must be a hobo.
To this day, I still text BJ on his birthday every year. Every year. Because
well, you know, you weren't called as many horrible names as I was by those guys.
That's true.
While I never said anything bad about those guys on our end, and I think you guys, other than they're scumbags.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but the one who did that for sure.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, and
the other ones are fine.
Right.
Yeah.
If I can interject from the chat, we're really not breaking any news here. Cougar says, "Oh, that's what everyone thought." He's in Arkansas.
And I gotta give the condom of Nard's past a fucking a shout out for the what he said in the chat.
I was dying while I was taking a shit.
I saw this, and I saw this like 2 minutes after he posted it. It's now been like fucking 20. Rip Rob's lesbian mom. May we all eat pussy together in heaven or hell, whichever we go, or Nardheim.
Nardheim.
Yeah.
May we all eat pussy together.
And like, I mean,
but I know people know that because we've hinted at it jokingly, but we've never actually talked seriously about what we thought happened.
Yeah.
And like we definitely hinted at it, especially me. And you'll hear it in the song when we close out tonight.
I mean, on the note of this message, like, what really sealed this for me and knowing that, like, it was important to me was after my mother passed away, I got more, like, I get a shit ton of Facebook messages for reels from these guys, but I got more genuine, like, condolence messages from Nards than I got from my fucking family. And that was like, this matters.
Yeah, I mean, I still talk to a lot of those guys in the DMs.
Yeah, all the time.
Talked to Kyle Snowball today or last night. Talked to Slick Honey Soak either today or yesterday or maybe the day before. I can't remember. I got dad brain. It all blends together. I have no
at least
clue.
you have an excuse. I got dumb brain.
And I've like, there's been some of the Nards that have left social media that like when they posted their thing, I was like, send me a fucking number. I want to keep it.
Well, okay. So like that whole thing was a big part of why I left social media as Chief 1.0 instead of Chief 2.0, which I am now. And I had like fucking 2,000 followers at the point, at that point. And, I was sick of, at that point of my life being public at all. Like I didn't want anyone to, I backed up all my files on Instagram and Facebook and I got all my pictures from all of my accounts and I was like, see ya. Like, I don't want to deal with girls who pull up, not out. I don't want to deal with fucking Kenny. I don't want to deal with any comments from anyone about anything that we post. Like, now I totally, but again, like headspace is just different at that point. I think for all of us, but there were other things going on in our life, in Bo Beatty and I, in our life as well as we were trying to have a kid. So, and just, work shit where you're like not really happy with what you're doing at your job, as you guys knew, and trying to balance it all out emotionally. And it was just, I wanted to get away from it all. And then that was a big reason for it, though.
Like, I think that purge did a lot of good for you. Yeah,
I do too. And just getting rid of all those people in my feed and not having to see anything they do anymore. And I still except for talking to you guys, I'm pretty much...
Most of your content is forwarded to you.
Yeah, almost everything I see. And then I'm like, oh, that'll make Jimmy laugh. That's it. It's another WNBA
meme. Especially now that the old jerk hand got booted off Instagram, I basically send shit to you guys and one other friend.
But like the misogyny thing has always been so funny to me because we kept getting called that and we kept getting called Chads. First off, we're all fucking married except for JP. I'm
too nice to get married, apparently. I need to start being a fucking asshole to date.
Well, I know some girls who like you, but they're crazy. So
I was gonna say that list is probably longer than the list of ones that aren't crazy.
Yeah. I know I've texted you and be like, man, chase that girl down. Then I like see why you're not after a while. Like, all right, he's wise beyond his years.
My eyes have seen many.
Right. Another day with wine in the morning.
and even the fucking even recently on one of our memes, I see you boys are up to your old misogyny things again. I was like,
yeah, I saw that one.
No,
that was the one you posted.
What was
some nerd?
I don't even know. I just replied,
"Pay us what you owe us."
Defined recently.
That was funny. That's such a great response.
That meme had everything to do with making fun of fucking influencers that like think the world owes them something.
I didn't even think of
that's
women influencers. Period.
Neither did I. I just thought of influencers. I didn't even think of the WNBA. I said, "Oh, this is great." When he sent it to the group for us, I was like, "This is this." And I think what people are missing, and you mentioned this a while ago. I don't know if you mentioned on the show or you mentioned here, like when all that was happening. you were in the desert helping some ladies learn to fucking ride. That right after that, I hosted a fucking meal in the fucking in the Deer Valley parking lot for all of the fucking pros from and plus for the women's clinic that was at fucking
Deer Valley.
No, it was
Woodward.
at Woodward that weekend, and I mean.
Yeah, there were all kinds of formation and rampage riders.
Absolutely,
there.
and they were like
girls who went to do the F&B stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a large group. I mean, I remember being on the phone with Chelsea at the fucking Harmons over by my house in Brickyard, and calling her and being like, "Hey, like I know you don't eat. Like, how many veggie burgers do I have to bring? Like, what kind of turnout are you expecting?" And he's like, "Rob, you don't have to do this." I said, "No, Chelsea, I know I don't have to do this. I want to do this because this is what I do every weekend." And it's just more, and especially with your group, like you guys are there. You're visiting from out of town. Like somebody needs to help take care of you guys. Like, and not in a negative sense.
You
like
fucking right patriarchy.
Like just and
Rob's like a serial killer chopping someone up, and they're like, "You don't have to do this." He's like, "No, I do.
You're going to get a breakfast sandwich."
And
trust me, I don't want to. I have to.
And selfishly, the amount of joy doing that, the amount of joy that I get from doing that shit, I fucking hate you
See
guys.
this? He's getting a chub.
From chopping up fucking serial killers. No, like last night, last night was fun riding. But really, what was fun was shooting the shit with Drew Palmaleja, like sitting by my truck cooking burgers, hanging out with them, sitting around. I jokingly called it the fire, even though it was in a fire. We were sitting in a circle, eating burgers and hanging out and just shooting the shit. Like that was what that was, and it had like it just it's what we do, and it's what people don't realize what we do. You taught Elena how to backflip. Like I see you at TDS coach talking to Chelsea about line choice, talking about there was
never
doing that.
Women
like
are below me.
You have a daughter. I have a daughter. Like this is not people have.
Yeah, it's an easy word to throw out there, and
it's
people get scared of it.
The amount of, especially nowadays, like literally, like especially the beginner riders, the amount of women and gals that I've ridden with and done this, and like it's shit that sure we could all sit here and say, oh, I do this for women, I do that for women, but we're not fucking douchebags, so we don't have to sit and talk about it.
Right.
We actually just enjoy the company of women and love seeing them get better. And so it's like when somebody even brings it up, it's like, wait, what fucking world are you living in? I didn't even know that was a thought process.
If you start listing what you've done, it's basically someone saying, well, my best friend is a black guy.
Yeah,
right.
Well, that's a great point. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. It's like,
and before they call me racist, my godson's black. Just want everyone to know.
Oh, damn. Lucky.
Yeah, dude, that was like a big thing that like we had to. I mean, emotionally, it didn't bother me at all because fuck those people.
It was kind of funny.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's like you're over here acting like. I think Dino put it best. He's like, they don't like bikes. They hate men.
Yep,
that's true.
End of story.
From the chat, the condom with wisdom says, hating things / people is easy. Encouraging people takes thought.
Yep.
That's real easy to break stuff down.
He's a smart guy.
And Slick Connie said influencers need to die off so free ride movies come back.
I think my most Chad moment of all time was when I met Aubrey, who we all ride with, and she fucking shreds now.
Oh my God.
And like she's just ripping Solitude a new asshole at this point.
So funny watching Old Dog.
She's 5'1" and 100 pounds.
Old Dog watching her ride is like, what the fuck? How does she do it?
And she's just sitting at the top of the poop chute. I don't know her at this point.
Right.
And I was going up to ride it, and I had been riding it. So for people who don't know, in Virgin, it's the beginner chute. It's like the first chute you ever ride. And I had just ridden it a bunch, and I saw her sitting up there, and she looked contemplative. And I'm like, eh. And I'd seen her riding around, and I was kind of like, I'm going to go up there, talk to this chick. So I go up there, and I was like, you going to ride it? She's like, well, I'm thinking about it. And I'm like, okay, well, what do you think about it? And she's like, I don't know, it looks scary. And I'm like, well, here's what you do. was like, whatever you do, when you hit that double drop, get both tires on the dirt at the same point. You'll be fine. Like, that's the most important thing. Like, if you can just get both tires and bounce, you're going to be going 1,000,000 miles an hour off the second drop, but you'll be fine. She goes, she does it, hits it on a 150 trail bike. And then months later, maybe even a year later, after we become friends, she's like, if you wouldn't have told me what to do there, I would have died there. And so is that a Chad? Is that a Chad moment?
That was so Chad.
That's Chad.
Right? To go up there and be like, hey, man, this person looks uncomfortable, which I would do for anyone.
Yeah, I would do it to a child before I did it to a woman or something, because I would feel like I would get told to fuck off if I
right, at this
said
point,
the wrong tone.
There's no answer.
Like the amount of times I like, nowadays the way the world works, or the way I perceive it maybe, is like I want to go and help somebody, but I feel like somebody's going to look at me and call me an asshole for trying to help out.
I feel that same way too.
It's fucking wild.
I've largely stopped helping anybody with riding, except for the people that are close to me, because I'm tired of like walking up to somebody, hey man, how's it going? Like, hey, I saw this. Like, I'm not a great rider, but I'm good at analyzing things. I saw this. Like, have you thought about doing it this way? And then getting told that I'm a fucking asshole for walking up to somebody and being like, I just want to fucking help you.
That's like a whole thing on that. Those girls who are making those memes, they're making it seem like it's bad to help people. And like we're trying to pull some power move on people. Like, no, we're just trying to like help people be better at the thing we like to do. I've taught like fucking a dozen people how to flip at this point.
Come see any one of us at our local trails and then try and say anything like that. Just like no.
Right. And it's easy to say from fucking Pennsylvania or wherever.
That place isn't even fucking real.
It's just like Bentonville. It's not real.
I've never been east of Colorado.
Except
it's all
Eddie's
fucking
there.
fake.
Eddie's there, so.
Didn't they like try and come on our show like or something, or like didn't someone ask them if they wanted to?
I think I invited them on.
Fuck them.
They would like to.
I invited them on and be like, hey, let's talk about this. They're like, nah, we don't have anything to say to you. I'm like, cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Bye.
Because that's the Joe Rogan effect with the Democrats. You can't bring them on our show. They're not going to win.
There was a time.
They have no control.
When like 4 or 5 meme pages all got brought into a group chat.
I remember this.
They were one of them, and it was kinda stupid. I don't know what the point was.
Yeah, we were in it too, right?
We were in it, so I could see it.
What was that?
But it was usually one person doing all the responding.
Yeah,
I would just
sounds about right.
I would just lurk.
Why were we invited in?
I don't know.
I think Kenny set that up.
For what?
I don't know. But there,
I don't want to be in anyone's meme
I
page.
just remember one interaction from there.
Trail clones.
The
Low Country.
I think it was Trail Country. Wasn't it Trail Clones, Low Country? And
Low Country's pretty funny.
Yeah. And Trail Clones is real funny.
Yeah.
Trail Clones wasn't in there.
They weren't in there.
There was a track stand memes and like a couple others. But the main one was like Gnar Couch was in it, and the girls whose dads should have pulled out was in it too. But they said something real stupid that just showed they knew nothing about free ride or anything. And Kenny just responded like, "You guys are fucking clueless." And they're like, "LOL, well." Like,
well.
And then they became bad. Then he simped for them.
Yeah. That's what happened.
Just like he simped for Mermaider.
At some point, we just bowed out of that chat.
It's another one.
Like, what are we doing? Is this like a meme meeting?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I was telling Elena after she had landed her flip, she has such steez.
Yeah.
And I was like, she has such a good suicide no-hander. Her tuck nose looked really good. Her flips are really smooth.
Clean and confident.
Yep. Yeah. And I was just like, hey, this is something to keep in mind. Because she's going down to Virgin, and she was asking me, she's like, can you help me on some things down there this year? I was like, maybe. Like, I don't know like what is going to happen in the fall, but we'll see. And I was telling her that there were people down there who were not as good as her making an entire living on this. And it's just something to keep in mind, and that the way she's riding now at her age, she will be better than all of them in 2-3 years.
Yep.
And like she has potential to become like a pro women's rider if she keeps it up.
If she wants to be.
If she wants to be. But she's she's also in med school. So maybe she'll be like, fuck it. That's what I would do.
She has an actual future. Not busted off and out of a job at 36.
Yeah. But she's not like, sticking her ass out and like just riding in a sports bra all the time just for the looks. Like so she can get the views. She's just a good rider.
Yeah.
And that's a breath of fresh air.
It's like Chelsea said when she was on last. She said, her and someone else said they're too core to care. They just
Yeah,
that's how she is too.
Sure.
Yeah, same way.
Those are the kind of people I like to be around.
Me too.
Ride with and everything.
It's like that story I always tell it about Chelsea.
Yeah.
When I like saw her trying Suey's off the step down, I go and ride like the Bizette jumps and some other stuff for like 2 or 3 hours. I come back 2 or 3 hours later, Chelsea's in the same place doing the same thing.
It's fucking awesome.
That's what it takes to be good at stuff.
Yep.
And so I just had like a whole new respect for her at that point. But yeah, so after all that happened, JP came in and Rob started booking even bigger guests. That's when we got like Lou Buchanan. Reese Wallace came on. We had our dog on soon after that, and his whole crew. Like,
so the way you said his name, it sounded like Lube Buchanan.
Lube Buchanan. Lube Buchanan. Lube Buchanan. I'm gonna send him a message right now. Hey, Lube.
Hey, Lube Buchanan.
Lube Buchanan up and get ready for entry.
And I'm going to try to recycle some of those guests in the next like year or so and try to bring them back on and have more good conversations. And
so that was like a funny thing because I honestly think when Sponge and Kenny left, they thought it was over. I think they really did. We always say, we would joke on the backside, I am Gnar Couch is what like we would always say.
I still have,
but I think they did think I am Gnar Couch.
We still have top caps that say I am Gnar Couch.
Yeah. And like, I never thought like I was Gnar Couch.
But you are.
But I think they thought it was done when they were gone.
Yeah.
And I knew it definitely wasn't because I'd been around these things long enough to know people go and people come.
On that,
people do come.
We're all gonna come.
A lot on our old shows.
I'm gonna come.
The whole because I was invested as far as coming once a week and everything and hanging out. I enjoyed hanging out, but when everything got canceled and deleted, I knew I was in the right place. I knew I was with my kind of people.
That was kind of like, it was funny because we all wore it as like a badge of honor. Like none of us were mad.
We were kind of proud of it.
Like at first we were a little mad and then I was like, man, this is fucking awesome.
We triggered somebody so badly that they fucking canceled us.
I felt a little bad for the Nards that were like, where's all my old episodes?
Yeah, 'cause we had so many people be like, we want the old horrible episodes.
And you'll get them.
And to that,
if Chief doesn't listen to him as he's trying to upload them, because
just hit upload and
and to that end, the I am Gnar Couch or you are Gnar Couch or whatever. I'm gonna say something here that is cheesy as fuck, but there is no one person that is Gnar Couch. We are Gnar Couch. The Nards are Gnar Couch. People that don't even know they're Nards are Gnar Couch. Gnar Couch isn't, to me, Gnar Couch isn't a person or a group of people. It's an idea. And it's having fun on a bike or whatever you have fun on. It's not giving a fuck, but also giving a fuck about the people around you. And it's just like, I remember Perry when him and I talked about trying to do something with the MTB extremists. We had a phone call. I remember the first time he ever fucking named.
Still need to bring that back.
It's the first time he ever name dropped me, and he was like, "Yeah, I was fucking texting with Brendan Summonuck the other day," and I remember him saying, "Free ride is not a sport; it's an idea. It's a state of mind." And I look at Gnar Couch as the same thing. It's a state of mind.
Well, that's like, we talked about at the beginning about how this was basically oddly rooted in skateboarding. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of how, although fucking skateboarders piss me off nowadays, but
they're all going.
Yeah, I mean, all the sports kind of suck now, to be honest with you. All the sports that were cool kind of suck now.
They got monetized and corporatized.
Yeah.
And
I think we should
now, honestly, like baseball's cooler.
Pickleball. Right. I think this whole show should revolve around pickleball.
I agree.
We should get some professional pickleballers.
What did you call Did you call pickleball something recently?
Like I called it the roller hockey.
Tennis.
Tennis.
You couldn't ask me what I call it because I call it names every time. It's the worst.
It was the roller hockey of tennis.
I do like that a lot. That sounds about right.
Yeah. I totally lost my train of thought.
It's the flag of football.
Right. Yeah. So we had just moved beyond that, and then soon after the baby came, so we took a long ass break, 6 months,
which I think was really good for everybody.
I do too,
and it helped us. Like,
it didn't help our numbers at all.
You know what? But is it?
Is it about the numbers though?
A little harder to sell now.
It's going to be.
Rob got really like Lex Friedman there for a second. He was talking very serious.
Yeah,
very
he does that sometimes.
Collected, pausing.
Yeah,
he'll get you. He'll get you in a corner, and he'll do it to you, and then you're like, do I hug him and leave? Like, he's
got me into a corner, but there was no talking.
Yeah. So, and then we're kind of, after that time off, we came back. We've had some big guests since then. Some people in studio. Rob has continued to not contribute by booking people like DJ Brandt and Adam Miller and all the great people that he's gotten on here.
The Condom of Nard's Past just posted a picture in the chat. I love skateboarding, but hate skateboarders.
That's totally how I feel.
Sums it up.
Yep. I've kind of always been that way, to be honest.
Insert mountain biking.
He says he has the shirt too.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, that was just growing up at the skate park. I was on a BMX bike and like had friends that were skaters and whatnot, but there's just always the fucking posers that come in and ruin it.
Maybe we should Gnar Couch that shirt.
What?
I love mountain biking, but hate mountain bikers.
You've said that in the past.
It's a good shirt.
I like it.
Okay. We can figure something out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say it in the future.
It needs something else, but
I think
I like the idea.
Workshop.
I think DJ Brandt would agree with that shirt too after his reel.
Dude, that stupid meme with like just a bunch of pants got so many views.
Did it really?
It's so true. The people that are like, oh, you're missing the bleach blonde tips and
the Bluetooth in the pocket.
Yeah, the Bluetooth speaker.
The latest one I saw, someone with a blue badge, Remy up in Canada, liked it.
Oh, nice. Remy Metal.
He's up there in Whistler just seeing all those
Jinkos.
I'm sure Whistler. I haven't been up there in a few years. I'm sure it's a shit show.
Remy Morton or
Metalier?
Is it Remy
French
Metalier?
one?
Okay.
Metalier.
I actually, oh my God, I heard a fucking hilarious story about him last night that I will tell you guys offline.
I think I knew who it came from.
Yeah. And actually, so the person that I was talking to about that story, he is handling all the logistics for the propane riders for fucking Rampage, and he's going to be coming on to talk about what he's been doing and what their plans are.
Always a good guest.
And he is getting us connected with Carson Storch to come on the show with us.
That'd be a good one.
That'd be rad.
Yeah.
Never met Casson before.
Carson Storch.
Yeah, please. When he gets, let me talk to him first, and just like so I can give him a little, preview of the fact that when you say his name, he'll have no idea
Carson.
what the fuck's happening.
He won't know you're addressing him. Looking around the room like the second guest.
Who else is coming?
I think it would be fun to try to like get like post up down south when they start rolling in, and it's just like, come on, like you're here, we're in the camper, like come hang out with us.
We're in the camper, just come.
Even as Jimmy, when was it? Probably around November. I called Jimmy, and there was just I don't know if it was November or if it was spring. And I was just like, I don't know if I want to do this still. Like we had come back. I think we had just come back.
Right.
And I was just like, man, this is a lot of fucking work. Mm-hmm. It's a day away from my son. I have 100 bike rides per year with him. I'm going to give up, 10% of them through the summer. And I hate that because being a dad to me is like by far the most important thing I can be. I've sacrificed everything to be with my kid. Like,
I agree.
Like I don't ride my bike anymore ever. And so I was like, I wasn't sure. And then we talked about how to approach it and and then what really brought me back in was just writing the songs and how stupid they were. And like writing about like drawing dicks on cliffs and stuff. Like just that dumb side of that. And so I got to say, like, since that, these last 3-4 months have been, I've really reflected on what it is, what I think it can be, and where to take it. Talked to you guys about that a little bit last night. Talked to some of the people, including Mr. Normal, about taking it different places, and some other guys that you know, that I've also talked to, and kind of come up with a plan for where to take it from here. We have an interesting, I won't say who it's with, but we have an interesting meeting tomorrow. You'll definitely know by next week.
Yep.
If that went well. So, yeah, it's just like looking forward, how do we provide value for a broad audience, but also our core audience? And that's a hard question to answer.
It is.
It's a very hard question to answer. And how do we provide value for ourselves showing up? Because we've done it for 5 years. We've done nothing but lose money on it.
Spend money, lose
money, lose time with our families.
Yeah.
I think, I was talking to Rob. I'd be totally transparent about it. Talking to Rob about it today, and Jimmy and these guys, and just saying, I have given up. I give up an entire, more than a night for it. I don't get sleep the night that we do the podcast because I have to edit the podcast down and get it posted for the next day. It ruins my Thursday pretty much.
I feel you.
I don't get to see my kid in the morning tomorrow because I have to get right up, come right back to work down here in Salt Lake. I don't get to see him tonight. I saw him for about 30 seconds this morning. So I'll be on like 2 days of not seeing him, and like that just breaks my heart to me. So I would, we want to support the core listeners, but as we move forward, we also ask that, please support us in like a real way.
Yeah.
Like we will keep doing the things you like, I promise. But like doing things like, just, can you spare $4 a month,
please?
And what you're going to get on the Patreon end of things is going to be so much more than it used to be.
Oh my God. We have so much planned. We have like Patreon only episodes. We have Patreon only content. Like we may not, like, even during that time we were off, there was a lot of things that I wrote down, and I know you worked on some stuff too. And I think what people will get, they'll be pleasantly surprised by, and then what that helps us do,
right,
they'll be even more pleasantly surprised by, and who they'll get to know will also surprise them.
Well, here's the reality of any show in like a radio format. If the show doesn't bring in some money, it just doesn't exist. And this one has been fun to do for a long time, but it has to start bringing in something if we're going to sacrifice time with our kids.
Absolutely.
And JP's going to sacrifice time with his dogs.
I'm already spread a bit thin. The other night I had to like pull off on my way home to sleep. I was falling asleep.
Right.
We're here. Fall asleep in that car.
Yeah.
I'm usually asleep by now.
I'm literally at work. I could be making a good chunk of change every hour I'm here. Instead, I'm doing it for free. So
yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah. And so we have equipment needs that we need to address.
Yep. So they can see us better.
So that people can see what we're doing and get more content, more behind the scenes stuff. And so just like moving forward, it has to provide more value for us now at this point. We've been doing it for a long time, and it's been a sacrifice, and we would like it to be something valuable on both ends at this point. So like some mutual.
It's been a fun sacrifice, but it's been a sacrifice nonetheless. I don't get to put my kids to bed. Like,
we don't get to ride.
Yeah, because I used to ride every Wednesday night, Whiskey Wednesdays.
Me too.
Like, this is a sacrifice and a risk, but it's a calculated one, especially after we know what it could turn into and what we've seen for, like, not like tangible results, but like the stuff that, talking to people at races and them knowing who we are, and like industry people saying, get off your fucking ass and do something with this. We're tired of hearing about it.
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna do, and got to spend some money. So we got to get some money and try to make some money.
I honestly didn't know if I was still on the Patreon because it hasn't done much. But then today I got like 6 songs emailed straight to me.
Right. Did you guys see the Colin Bum texted me, and his text to me was a screenshot of his email and the caption, "Who got bored? My email got blown up."
Yeah, so like all the songs that we've done for the past 10, 12 weeks are now up on the Patreon, and you can download them and play them on a playlist when you ride. We were playing Shuttles and Cuddles while we were
so funny
up in Jackson, and we were like, there was literally like, what, 8 people in the truck or something like that.
It was just like the song.
Yeah. But then Kevin wouldn't shut up and let us enjoy our time, like my friend from Jackson.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, will you shut up? We're just trying to listen to the song. Fuck.
and
Listen to my song.
And Chief's best work so far is the song tonight.
Yeah, but that one just hit you in the feels.
That hit me in the feels, man.
Yeah.
That got me real good. And I mean, it got me real good along with like, you know, that the conversation we had outside and like what this show means and what it could mean to a lot more people.
On the other side of that Patreon wall too, old episodes are going to start going up. So it's another reason to join it. And seriously, what's the cheapest you can do? $4 a month?
$4.20.
Right. I'm a $4.20. Yeah. So it's like $1 an episode.
$4.20, $6.90, and $15, right?
Yeah. I mean, you're basically end up paying a quarter for like anything you download off there. So,
well, and somebody said that they want their foot pick calendar. Damn it, for their 420. But that's not going to be on the 420.
No, that's on the 690
at least.
plan.
And we have DJ Brandt that's willing to throw his feet on there too.
Yeah, we got pro feet in there.
Feet? I really missed it.
You did.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a whole conversation.
Yeah, I was telling Jimmy last night that I was really bummed that he wasn't here for that.
Yeah, he would have liked it.
It would have been a lot of fun.
You still need to do a baiku.
I still owe him a baiku.
Yeah.
I'll listen.
He was very excited.
And I'll come
for
up
it.
with one.
Yeah.
Suck.
Now you have to listen.
Speaking of which, do you have one tonight?
I saw some.
I've got one tonight.
Shit.
But hey, before we get to that, do these guys want to say anything who are in the Zoom room?
Yeah, let's let them.
As we've reminisced about this all night and talked about where we want to kind of go for the future, I will say the format will be just a little bit different. We won't have a song at the end, but we will play a song for you. Or we won't have a song at the beginning, but we will play a song for you at the end.
Yep.
And you'll always be able to get the interviews without any Patreon subscription.
I got Slick. I'm not going to.
It's patreon.com/Gnar Couch.
I got Slick Honey So Cougar.
To find it.
Yeah,
I got Slick Honey So Cougar unmuted, so he can say whatever he wants now.
The condom's here too.
Just wish you guys the best of luck. I've really enjoyed listening to you for several years, and like I've said, when I started listening to you guys, I was kind of in a rough, low spot in life, and every Wednesday for me was something I looked forward to for several nights, and I had something to listen to the next day, and so I hope it works out well for y'all. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be upset with formatically what we are going to change. I'm out of bud. Yep, I think it'll still be. I think people will like it, but it'll also make it so. One of our biggest problems we run into is we'll get someone on like we had last week who has 150,000 followers, and he just can't share. Like he just with the sponsors he has, and that hurts us in the end. So I think we found a creative way around that.
Yeah, excited to talk about that too.
Yeah.
The condom of Nard's past. What do you got for us? Get
that
dust out of your nose. Standing my life away in the shop. I couldn't say anything different than what Slick Honey So Cougar said. I think what this podcast does to me is it makes me reflect on life not being super serious. I think with cycling in general, I'm building my shop 2.0 right now.
Sick.
But the thing is, it's whenever I had my full blown retail shop, I think everyone came in super serious, like, hey, can you fix this now? I was like, yeah, but let's talk about what else is going on in your life. Let's try and focus on things outside of the bicycle. And while we're doing that, I'll work on it. Just try to cool the head, or, you know, especially some of these dicks that are super serious, you know.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we've really tried to do is just make this more fun. And just make it like, I don't know, us, you know, the people who we know who are out there, like give them something, the people who are like us, like you're talking about, like give them something that they can identify with.
Yeah, I enjoy listening to podcasts and everything, and I quite enjoy listening to like serious ones and whatnot, but if that's all I listen to, I get...
Oh, you know what happened to me last week, right?
Yeah, it totally happened to you last week.
I listened to 2 Eric Weinstein podcasts in a row, and for 3 nights I had apocalyptic dreams. Do not do it.
I gotta have something to cool the jets and to relate to and actually have some fun with, so I get that. That's big.
Well, thanks, guys. Like, you two have been around for a long time, and we really appreciate you listening to the show and just contributing to it and being a part of it, because both of you actually every week have something that's great that you do, and that's another thing we want to add more of, is we want our listeners to be a part of the show. We know that doesn't happen in podcast world. You know, I don't come from podcasts, I come from radio, and the listeners are a big part of it. So keep continuing to do that, and we'll keep using you guys for your talents that we don't have.
We love you.
Especially Eddie Pliers.
Oh, God, he's so funny.
AKA the condom of Nards. Best names. Best names ever. Like, best names ever.
He's a good name every week. Jimmy, you going to get sentimental on us, or?
No, you know better than that.
You have Blizz on, and since
it's going to get kooka-mental.
You do have Blizz on. I would like to also say thank you to Blizz for 5 years of Sponch's mom, SPONCHESMOM. You can still use that code and get 30% off at enjoywinter.com. And all of us still wear Blizz. I had on Blizz the other day, and some guy was like, those are some really nice sunglasses. Where'd you get those? I was like, let me spell this out. SPONCH. When he's going, what the fuck are you talking about?
Use this.
Right. Why am I going to a winter website for sunglasses? I'm like, just do it all. Trust me.
Trust me. Use Sponch's mom.
Then the Hellraiser box will open, and your soul will get sucked in. But you'll have awesome sunglasses.
These glasses come from Nardheim.
Please go there and use that code and get your Blizz. They make everything from like fashion sunglasses to the riding glasses. I should just do a giveaway. I have a couple pairs sitting at home that we've just never used for years. So maybe we'll do that next week. All right, Jimmy, you ready?
I am ready.
All right. It's enjoywinter.com. The code for 30% off is Sponch's mom.
The following baiku is based on
Hard MTB League. It's not riding while bricked up. Doesn't mean you can't. Have you seen the clips for that thing?
I've only seen the one with Braden humping his bars super hard. And that was the one where it's like, ooh, do I cross the line with Braden?
That's right. The comment from last week.
He's such a nice guy.
Yeah, that wouldn't have landed well.
Yeah, I don't think so. So I backed off.
That thing looks super hard, but super cool.
Yeah, I think he's gonna. I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah, nothing
super hard.
Super hard.
Super hard.
I'm glad he has secured sponsorship for it.
Yeah, because they had to shut it down for a minute because he didn't get. Yeah, I should reach out to him and get him on.
Get him on.
Are you?
I'll reach out to him.
Was it who sponsored it? Blue Chew. Hard MTB.
Oh my God!
You know what? Which is funny because we completely glossed over in our history the Diet Smoke story,
and and the commercials.
I think mostly because I'm upset that I wasn't around for those days because you guys are like, this shit's like bad. This is super bad. It's making me trip out, and I'm like, well, I want to try some. Like, I never got it.
Florida Sean like like stoned off his ass, naked in Colorado.
I think that was off of weed soda.
I'm bummed I missed that.
That's right.
That was off of weed soda.
Drinking the weed soda.
That was off of weed soda. He came back to his room, was like, and then I remember we haven't done that. We skipped the question of the week and everything.
Oh yeah, let's get to that before we get out of here. Jimmy's like, fuck.
Sorry, and
there's more.
I'm going to put these back on for my concussion.
Yeah, I totally forgot about the question of the week. We were riffing too hard. I totally forgot about that.
While he's looking for that, I've got a hematoma on my thigh that could be used for jump humping. It's like a waterbed.
Oh, and also, yeah, just a big shout out to O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly
Auto Parts, big time sponsor. Thank you. What all time memory from Gnar Couch revs up your nostalgic mind boner? That's why we can't get sponsors. That's all my fucking fault, man.
I just tried doing O'Reilly drop, and
Rob will send me something like, as far as like a question of the week, or like our description for the show, and I'll be like, this sounds like a boomer wrote it, and I'll rewrite it the worst possible way.
Oh, dude, the one you sent me today for the fucking story was so good. After I was like, let's take a trip down memory lane, and you're like, no,
do not say
that.
I love how you said don't say that before he said it, knowing he would say that.
Okay, what all-time memory from Gnar Couch revs up your nostalgic mind boner? Who's got one?
I got one.
Okay,
from the Dibber. Sauced up sponge rants.
What was the sauced up sponge rant?
I don't know. Probably when he zooted and just.
Oh yeah, zooted sponge was great. Rob would get so high he couldn't function.
Remember the fucking Northern Lights night that I got Sponge so high that he couldn't speak?
He was on like DMT level high.
Oh my God. Dear Eggs, it's a toss up between not buying a Fender or the showcast ending almost as quickly as it started. Oh my God, it's another good one. It's such a good one.
What did they do? Like 3?
What was that?
How many showcasts did they do? Like 3?
Yeah.
4?
Yeah. It's just like the uncultured.
Which reminds me, as I look at this next one, the Cushcock story.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember the Cushcock story?
I fucking do.
Cushcock.
Yeah, tell that real quick. Because I don't.
Oh, that was the Cushcock story.
Oh, I do remember it.
Joey.
Yeah. Joey's on my list of things to talk about that we skipped over.
That our first like sponsor.
Our first sponsor,
yep. Cushcock story is when fucking Joey left Trestle and drove into Denver, which is like an hour-and-a-half drive to a sex shop.
Specifically.
To get a double-ended dildo to put in his buddy's tire while he was fucking,
sleeping, right?
While he was sealing it back up because he was putting a new tire on for him. And then he did it to the cops, too.
Yeah.
Oh.
he put a bunch of cocks in their tire.
Yep.
And then he started, that was the thing I was going to talk about. He started shipping all of his shipments
with dildos in it.
With little dicks in them.
Yeah.
Joey. R.I.P. Take a hike. What a great shop. Dinosaurus Rex. Watching Rob's face light up with childlike glee as he careened down the side of Pikes Peak.
He's really the one that careened down the side of Pikes Peak.
I saw that video. That shit was
amazing.
My
God. Look at this one from JD.
I saw
it. It's his meme that we made. What's that meme say? I can't read it.
It's the 007. I think he made that one.
Oh, yeah.
Zero
skill, 0
skills, 0 something or the 7 crashes, I think. But he won Gnar of the Fest that year because he broke 2 helmets crashing.
Oh my gosh.
Probably doesn't even remember winning.
Oh my God.
Oh, that guy. I
didn't even break mine and I'm trying to sell it.
You're fucking, I saw your post earlier.
That was hilarious.
He's got his busted up helmet on the classifieds, lightly used.
I love all of the comments. Throw it in the trash.
Absolutely lectured.
The comments are great. This one's from Slick Honey So Cougar, and this is great. Oh man, we should almost bring that up, but we have a song already.
Yeah.
Closing the show with "Down from the Mountain," and when there were sponge metal songs, and we would still do that, but YouTube is the reason we don't.
Yeah. Good. YouTube don't want to get a copyright strike.
Dome.
Slick Honey So Cougar also said the original Bender episode.
That was a good one.
I'll keep going with this. Making Chris Canfield our honorary god for the upcoming Gnar commune.
Oh, that reminds me of the short story that Kenny wrote that was really good.
Oh, that's how he kind of.
That's how he got. That's how he got looped into the crew. because he wrote this story about
the Gnar commune, Virgin.
Like going down to Virgin. Right. You guys remember that one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like, oh, that was so funny. I'll see if I can dig that up sometime.
I'll finish off because I think this is slick. Oh, he's got 2 more. Fuck. Do you want to take the next Slick Honey Soak one?
Hitting the sauce, passing out, and waking up on camera all in one pod show.
Yep. Fucking Victor used to. Bentonville Luna used to do that, actually.
You and your government names.
Sorry, fuck.
I'm not editing them.
Not gonna Etna.
You legends convincing Lance Canfield no upgrade the shock on my Jedi for Ram paved.
Nice. Dirt Squirrel, the sex toy giveaway.
That was the adult toy Price is Right, where we gave away probably at least 15 dildos and fake vaginas.
That fucking photosensitive cycling. Anytime that something reminds Bobston Ross of a story with his wife about Blumpkins.
Elkins 34. Turning a hot tub into a toxic cesspool with a bunch of dudes interested.
Yeah, we did that for sure.
It was a different color.
Snowball. This is why we won't get sponsors. But this is why this will be behind the paywall. The flashlight food fucker. Bring that guy back. He was great.
He is a good guest.
Yes.
The girls love him too.
Bones, man. We just talked about this.
Sponge getting baked for the first time.
Oh my God.
This has been a great show.
Captain Shrubface, Sponge's mom.
That will never die. That's the one joke that will never die.
It can't.
Oh, more Captain Shrubface. The first best of the Nards episode. Please fucking re-upload that one, bitches.
That's a good idea.
All right.
Go ahead.
Okay. Captain Shrubface again. That time I joined from the UK gay on my birthday, and the chief of Diff never uploaded it.
What happened to that
about
episode?
The time we got canceled.
No,
that was a long time ago.
Yes, that I was on vacation, and you guys did an episode, and I kind of joined here and there on Zoom, and BJ got fucking shit-faced, I heard. And it was actually really funny. He got so mad at you for not uploading that. He said it was going to be like, he was going to make it a lost episode. On that note, do you remember when BJ was on fire on an episode and I forgot to hit the record button?
Oh my God.
That's why those guys hate us.
Yeah. Not surprised.
I forgot to put Kenny in a picture once and he cried forever.
Oh my God.
He's like, I'm not in the group shot. I'm like, you're not in Salt Lake.
Sorry.
Couldn't fly you out.
Right.
Jimmy, you want to read yours?
No, someone else read it.
Jimmy says, that one time when someone referenced male ejaculate.
That's it.
Used to be called the Cumcast.
That truly is it.
I am glad we drifted away from that, honestly.
Oh.
Save the calls for next week.
Okay.
We'll keep
unless sorry.
The jokes are, it's a seasoning, it's not the meal.
Right. Right. So there's our recap of Gnar Couch. That is a long show.
That's the longest show we've done in a while.
Yeah.
2.5 hours, give or take a few minutes.
Well, for everyone who's been here since the beginning and everyone who's joined us since, and all the guests who have been brave enough to come on, we love all of you, and thank you so much for being a part of this. And honestly, I think the main reason I haven't walked away from it the 3 or 4 times that I thought I would is because I think of the people who listen to it, and I think of the emails and the direct messages that we've gotten, and people saying how they were in a rut and it gave them some weird version of happiness and hope.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
I mean, it's done that for me.
But
your look on your face right there said it all.
I'm like truly baffled. I am. I don't know how it did that, but we were happy to put it out there, and couldn't thank everyone who's been a part of it, and you 3 enough because I think, and even the jerk hand who pissed me off 3 weeks ago when he was on.
My fault.
Yeah, ultimately it's Jimmy's fault.
Ultimately Jimmy's fault.
Jimmy wasn't here, so yeah, it's his fault.
As you guys know, you got the message.
I had to listen to an entire fucking episode of this. That's not okay.
And I got the edit, so it doesn't matter.
Because you found that I missed it.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, I'm quitting again.
And it was just the lightest little...
It was a little one, but it was in there.
It was so light that I missed it when I listened to it twice.
AI would have
well,
caught
we
it.
ain't getting Gwen if we're saying that.
Yeah.
But we could say it as much as we want after.
Because you did in that message.
Oh, and we will.
So, yeah, man, all of you three, and even Jerrican, but especially you three, not to be too sentimental. It's been fun. Yeah. And I think it's going to go great places now.
And it's going to be even more fun.
And the people that we have in our corner to kind of help coach us through the growth are great people.
Mm-hmm.
So
incredible people.
Yeah. So that's it for me. You guys got anything else?
No, just you're about to listen to one of the best songs ever made.
This song is good. Just make sure you kill the mics so you don't hear us when talking over it. But so for Bobston Ross.
Thank you.
For Jimmy Sniper.
Life is a joke. I remember that every Wednesday.
For JP.
I love you.
I'm Chief, and I am Gnar Couch.
I can still hear spawn shell
I cried earlier.
What's crying?
I think my asshole's numb.
Oh, that hurt. Oh, my head. Oh, fuck.
Dude, that was...
Oh, man.
This song is so good.
That's really good.
Oh, man.